Sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
He's a savage, he's an animal. He's a different breed of person. It's not like us.
Why is he ducking George Foreman? He's already a tramp. He ain't no champ. Around here jiving, making a business out of it. I'm a champion. I fight everybody, every month, all of them, bar none.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I kept telling he had no punch. He couldn't hit. He's swinging like a sissy. He's missing. Let me see your box. I hadn't started dancing yet.
He talks too much. He's ugly. He's pretending. I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm gonna show them all they're wrong.
Muhammad Ali didn't have a lot of muscles. He wasn't all that strong. This man's presence, you could hit him where you hit everyone else, but he was not willing to fall. He was not willing to be counted out.
I haven't convinced these suckers yet. I destroyed George Foreman. I destroyed Joe Frazier.
Because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
I'm a bad man. I told you I'm the real champion. I told you I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of my critics call. All you suckers who write the Rain magazine.
I'm gonna prove I'm the greatest. I'm gonna prove to you I'm the greatest. We gonna prove to the world I'm the greatest. This is my last fight. I don't want none of you to miss it.
No special training, just be at the fight. I'm ready to back up everything I'm saying, and I'm through talking.
SDS Promotions.
I took up the world. I took up the world.
What's up, what's up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Remember, for anyone just joining us, you just found us, we go live twice per day, making sure to give you your boxing fix, getting you through your work day. Doesn't matter if you work a morning shift, second, or that dreaded third shift TBV, will get you through your day. Today, we're going to be discussing the fact that Top Rank will be hosting a press conference on Friday in Norfolk, Virginia. Why'd I pause there? Because I'm the one that told you it would happen in Norfolk. You dudes thought he was going to be fighting Edwin in Las Vegas. We got that rehydration clause over in Virginia, ensuring that the A-side does what he do. You feel me? And nobody is supposed to make it easy for Edwin de los Santos, man. He's getting a title shot, coming off of a loss, coming off of a, layoff. So it's going to be an uphill battle for him. And for the champion, well, he's here to grow. That's why they put him back in his hometown of Norfolk, Virginia. Official press conference on Friday to announce. But today, since we're finding out that it's going to be official tissue on Friday and the official announcements will happen, press conference, all that great stuff, today we're here to discuss with the audience and ask whether or not Keyshawn can outdo Shakur. Can Keyshawn outdo Shakur in terms of performances and results? Or will Keyshawn have just as tough as a time as Shakur did? Will this be a cat and mouse game? Will Edwin de los Santos make the style of Keyshawn change? Or will Keyshawn continue to be the exciting fighter that he is, the puncher that he is? Or are we going to see a switch him up, fix him up in this fight? So this is what we're talking about. One, Top Rank hosting a press conference on Friday in Norfolk, Virginia to officially announce Keyshawn Davis, who's going to be defending his lightweight title against Edwin de los Santos on June 7th. Second, we're asking our audience, do you think Keyshawn can outdo Shakur? Can Keyshawn outdo Shakur in terms of performances. This will be a common opponent for the Call of Duty buddies. Shakur already got the big win over De Los Santos, but got a lot of negative feedback. Also, we will be talking about the fact that DAZN is putting out a discounted deal. I don't know if everyone got this information. I was sent this. Looks like they got a knockout weekend bundle where you can get both fights for the price of $90 or just pick one. Not sure how much one is going to cost, as I haven't logged into my DAZN to try and purchase just yet. But looking like DAZN trying to put out a bundle deal for the heavy weekend. Heavy because obviously May 2nd and 3rd is 2 pay-per-view events back-to-back. How many boxing fans can afford it? And are they actually making it affordable by making them $45 each when we're used to paying $90 a pop for a Canelo Alvarez fight? So this is what we're talking about. If you guys are interested, you already know what to do. You can call in via Discord, where you can voice your opinion on the Voice of the People hotline, or you can call in via X Spaces, where you can use the audio X Spaces to call in. Now, don't forget, we got video streaming X going as well, taking advantage of everything that X has to offer so that we can try and get a little bigger here. And if you want to help us get bigger, we ask you to definitely share this episode on your Facebook, your Instagram, anywhere that you possibly can, giving us an opportunity to potentially be seen by new boxing fans that can hopefully become listeners of the Boxing Voice, then callers of the Boxing Voice, members of the Boxing Voice, and ultimately border wars fighters of the Boxing Voice, man. We'd like to convert you guys all the way around. I got my main man, Johnny from the Hangout Spot, joining me. What's going on, champ? How you doing?
What it do, champ? What's going on, community? What's popping tonight, Ness?
Man, just talking about the news. It's official. Keyshawn Davis, Edwin, De Los Santos, no more rumors. Friday, we got the official press conference to announce it. So today, I want to ask you and the rest of the audience, man, what do you think? Does Keyshawn outdo Shakur Stevenson in terms of performances, right? This will be a common opponent for the both of them. Does he outdo Shakur in terms of performances?
This is definitely an opportunity for him to outdo Shakur based on style alone, man. You know, fans like to be entertained, and Keyshawn, I mean, let's face it, he's just more of an entertaining fighter. He likes to fight, especially in the pocket. So I think this is an excellent opportunity. I think I said it about a week ago when they first announced this. When they first announced this fight that was possibly going to happen, this is a perfect opportunity for him to outdo Big Bro, man, and make a name for himself. So it's there, man. It's right there for the taking, man.
Is that what you foresee, or are you just seeing it as an opportunity? Do you think he will actually do better, though?
I do. I do think he will do better. I mean, but look at the comparison, Ness. I mean, if you really compare, can he do any worse, right? Can any fighter do any worse against De Los Santos compared to what
you
Shakur
could get
did?
knocked out.
Yeah,
but lose. You know, you could get knocked out.
Yeah,
That's worse.
no,
You can lose
yeah.
to him. That's worse than what Shakur did.
I guess you're absolutely right. Anything can happen in the ring. I'm looking at it more from an excitement standpoint. I think the fight is going to be a lot more exciting. I don't think that's without question. But at the end of the day, you know, we got to take into consideration, we don't know what De Los Santos we're going to expect, man. I mean, the layoff was real, man. We're talking about 19 months. You know, by the time this fight happens, and you know, we had Broadway Joel on. You know, there was some injuries in camp with the blood clot in the foot. He had a shoulder injury at some point as well, which we found out about. You know, those are things that fight fans can't ignore, man. You know, you can't ignore ring rust. So going into that fight, Keyshawn is definitely going to be the favorite. I think you were talking about a rehydration clause for De Los Santos, meaning he can't gain a certain amount of pounds.
Yeah, according to the commission in Virginia, they don't allow a fighter to rehydrate more than 10 pounds, similar to the IBF.
So there you go, an advantage for the champion. He's fighting in front of his home crowd. Shout out to him. We did a live chat for that first fight in Norfolk when he did his thing against Lemos. They're building a star. They're building a star in Virginia, and this is another opportunity to, to get another notch under that belt. And I'm not gonna sit there and say it'll be an easy fight at all. I mean, De Los Santos, he's a formidable opponent, but I'm going to go with Keyshawn on that because, like I said, I think the advantages are on his side with the rehydration clause, fighting at home in front of his home crowd. He's proven that he's not intimidated by fighting in front of family and friends, in front of a big crowd of Virginia. And I'm not digging the layoff, man. I'm really not digging the layoff for De Los Santos, though. So all those things combined, I absolutely believe that he will outshine Shakur in this performance. And then the question is, what happens next? Right? What happens next? Because social media, if he does that, social media is going to go crazy. These guys live on social media. They get very, very offensive. You know the deal, right? Ness, we've talked about this, man. Fighters are very, very sensitive. So what's going to happen when he does do that and the fans are going after Shakur? So that's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting, but I'm looking forward to it. You said the official date is June 7th in Norfolk, correct?
Official date June 7th in Norfolk. Official press conference this Friday in Norfolk. Yeah, man. How much do you like this matchup for Keyshawn? Scale 1 to 10.
I like it. I would say a 9. I would definitely say
okay.
8 or 9. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a formidable name, a guy who can punch. Again, my biggest question mark is the layoff, man. What De Los Santos are we going to get? But stylistically, De Los Santos likes to fight. He's a puncher. Keyshawn has a lot of dog in him as well. So I think it's a good matchup. It's a great name for Keyshawn, and if he can do that, then obviously that'll get him closer to possibly a fight with Tank. Man, we all know that's what he wants. Does he get it before Shakur? Well, if he wants it, he definitely has to go out there with the mentality that I gotta wash this dude. I gotta do better than Big Bro did, man. Because at the end of the day, this is the fight game, man. This is the fight game.
Nah, and we all know Tank has been putting that pressure on Shakur by saying that the guys coming up are better than Shakur. And he's obviously talking about Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason. These are the up-and-coming kids that look like they could turn into stars. A 9, that's whoa. I like it.
I would say 8. I would say 8 or 9. Yeah, 8 or 9 for sure.
Don't drop it.
For sure. 8 or 9 for sure.
What do you think about that rehydration? Is it going to be an issue? Is it fair game? Because, hey, Keyshawn also has to rehydrate within, that weight limit, or because Keyshawn is active and De Los Santos is not, it's obviously easier for Keyshawn and more difficult for De Los Santos. Like, how are you looking at that weight rehydration clause?
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer that if the clause applies to both, they both have a job to do, which is to stay with it obviously to make the weight, and then obviously not hit over the clause. So it's not like it benefits one or the other. Now, I mean, you could look at it in both ways, right? I mean, we could sit there and say that the layoff, more than likely it will be harder for De Los Santos to be able to make that as opposed to Keyshawn. But we've all seen, we've all said it before, right? Fans have said it before that they feel that Keyshawn is a big 135 pounder anyway, right? So, I think it's fair game. I don't think that should be made an issue. It applies to both. They're both professionals. They got to make the weight, and they got to come in within the 10 pounds before the fight, bro.
Absolutely. Listen, guys, if you want to ask our guest a question, we are going to be having Brandon the Cannon Adams on the show. Brandon Adams obviously holds the big knockout win over Sergey Boachuk, and he has that nasty decision over Andres Katz, who he believes he won and deserves the win over. If you guys want to ask him a question, don't forget to head on over to our Patreon or our YouTube community here, where you can drop him a question, and I will ask that to him directly today. Now, do me a favor, make sure to say your name is Brandon from, California. This way he knows he's got fans and viewers from around the world. Once again, you can ask him a question by heading on over to our community page on YouTube or our Patreon page on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. I got James Benitez in Atlanta checking in.
Yo, what's up, Nash? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Hangout, man? What's good, man? What's going on?
What up,
What up?
James? Chilling.
Man, it's all good. Hey, Hangout, man, before I get going, you know what? Before I get started, man, like, bro, I ain't got nothing to ask Brandon, man. I mean, look, man, I went and saw him live when he fought Charlo, got touched up by Charlo. Ever since then, man, I thought he was just decent for the most part. Glad he was able to rebuild on OTX. Shout out to the crowds he had in Atlanta. But nah, man, you lost the cats, man. You gotta live with that shit, B. Now, now, Hangout, man. This how full of shit you are. Like, bro, how the fuck you gonna say Delos Santos is a fucking 9 for a threat level? Like, you know damn well that Shakur had 2 broke hands. They've been dealing with that. You know damn well that Delos Santos lost to William Foster. Who the fuck is William Foster? He's a fucking bum. You know what I'm saying? He's mid as shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know the only reason why he's relevant is because he had that knockout win over Ryo, which we found out recently how Ryo's really is just mid himself. You know, like it wasn't a fluke when Chris Colbert beat him the first time, and definitely wasn't a fluke with what Gary Antoine Russell did. So all in all, man, it looks like the triangle theory, everything that's associated with Delos Santos, is mid as fuck. So I'm just gonna say this, man. Keyshawn gonna stop, dude. If he doesn't stop him, man, it's an embarrassment to Keyshawn, and that'll be a terrible homecoming. But yeah, Hangout, man, you gotta chill. You gotta chill on that shit, man. You really overinflating the nigga's stats, man. He's mid as
I'm
shit,
looking at it
and
from a
hopefully, man,
stylistic perspective, man. If you really look at the
stylistic,
styles, I mean,
because
he's a puncher.
a nigga can windmill and throw a few hooks. That don't mean shit. Have you watched stylistically what happened with him and William Foster? Let me just, it's
Yeah,
yes or no.
but you're downplaying that performance against Ryo. You're downplaying that performance
Oh
against
man,
Ryo, which means he has that type of ability in him. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody
I
really
mean,
picked him to beat Ryo before that fight.
bro, man, Ryan wasn't really all that great, man. He bit Pitbull Cruz because he was
Ryo
flighty
was
on the feet. And you
Ryo was
saw what happened when
undefeated.
he fought a black fighter. You saw what happened
Ryo
when he
was
fought a black
undefeated when
fighter
he
at
fought him,
Kabul.
though,
Shout out
James.
to the Russell family. Huh? Come on, man.
Ryo was undefeated when he beat him, though, James. Highly touted undefeated guy when he beat him.
Man, whatever, man. We talking about when Ryo beat
Wait, wasn't Ryo, didn't he have the controversial loss to Colbert?
I thought the De Los Santos one was before that.
I don't think so. I think he lost to Colbert, then knocked out Colbert, right? Then, let me check.
He lost to De Los Santos, bounced back, tried to bounce back, lost to Colbert again. Damn near, damn near was on suicide watch and everything, and redeemed himself against Colbert in the part 2. And then, you know, he got exposed again against, Gary Antoine. So shout out to the Russell family. I wish Big Gary would actually make a comeback and bring back boxing for real and show you what a real fighter with real styles and real fast hands can really do in the world. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But nah, man, I'm looking forward to actually being an old folk to actually see in my own eyes and everything to see if Keyshawn can do what I think he should do. And if he can't, man, he's mid as shit. Because end of the day, he was gifted this path that he's been on and everything. Like,
yeah, so he had lost to Edwin. He had lost to Edwin, then lost to Colbert, then
like
beat Colbert, then beat Isak, then lost to Gary Antoine Russell.
Just like I said. Come on, Hangout. Follow me, man. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, so you just need to keep listening to this. So, you know, like Keyshawn, man, with the Branchik shit, he's probably the weakest champion ever. Like, Branchik is similar to Kambosos, where almost everybody in the top 8 or maybe even 10 probably will beat him. You know, he was the weakest member of that Ukrainian Olympic team. Nobody really thought he was a threat. He only got the belt because he beat the smaller guy, because Navarrete is at a smaller division, technically. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why. Other than that, I mean, Branchik was never considered as good as 135. But, you know, I don't know what the fuck I be talking about. All I'm going to say is to the community, man, make sure with all y'all women that y'all deal with, make sure that y'all actually text them good morning, because, you know, they feel some type of way where they're all the ones initiating it all the time. Look, I just got feedback today about that shit, Ness. You know, girl hit me up like, man, why I gotta always be the one to say good morning and start the day? I'm like, shit, I just don't be thinking about it. I look at it like she's telling me good morning, she's still fucking with me. If she stopped communicating, she ain't fucking with me no more. But I gotta understand, I gotta reciprocate the energy she gives out. But you know, that's just my piece. That's just my advice to y'all, man. So whatever y'all OGs are telling y'all, man, don't listen to them, man. Listen to these women's hearts, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the community as always. I'll catch you later. Hang out, man. I got much respect for you. I'm just giving you shit, B.
No doubt, baby. It's all love, James. You know the deal. Why you record scratch that though, Ness?
What?
When he said we should be saying good morning.
Nah, just because James always trying to have his little, save a woman section and shit. He always trying to be the Mac hour.
I mean, I tell my wife good morning when I get up in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
always a good morning
I
when I
think
wake up
James
to
is
my
coming
wife.
from a dating standpoint, like texting good morning. I don't think he talking about somebody living with them, because that's a given. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like, if you
Yeah.
live with someone, it's hard to forget to say good morning, right? Like,
Yeah. Nah, for sure, for sure. Man, like I said, wasn't Ryo undefeated when he knocked him out?
when Edwin knocked him out, yeah.
Yeah, he was undefeated. So at the end of the day, I think we're really, really diminishing who Rayo is, man. He's got some good wins after that. The Cobra loss was nasty work, but he rebounded in spectacular fashion, knockout of the year candidate. And then he beat a tough Isak, and he lost to Gary Russell. I mean, who's a formidable champion now. So I don't know, man. I just think that the ability for De Los Santos is there. I'm not no, I mean, I wouldn't pick him to win. I never said I was picking him to win. The whole thing with the 8 or 9 was how excited I was as far as an opponent, because realistically, this is Keyshawn's best opponent to date. Can we agree on that?
I mean, on paper,
On paper.
but the thing is like there's more than just this is best opponent. Like, we gotta say, the timeout, the ring, the loss is just a lot.
Yeah, no doubt. See the
What's going
time out of the
on,
ring is
Brandon the Cannon Adams? How are you?
What's going on? How we doing?
Oh, we're good, man. Happy to have you. Hope everything is going well for yourself.
Yeah, it's going well. It's going good. It's going good.
So, man, talk to us, man. How has life been since the last OTX event?
Bittersweet. Honestly, man, bittersweet. Going after that fight, I mean, it was a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings that I had. Going into a fight and then walking away from a fight that you've done enough to win, but not get your hand raised. That's one of the craziest feelings ever. Uh, I got kids. I'm the owner of a boxing gym. I have my own boxing gym, which I train youth. I train other fighters. Um, Everybody's seen the same fight that I saw, and entirely too many people. Not only did we see all of the low blows. I mean, it happened to me, but we see all the fouls and none of it be called. It was a lot of injustice that fight. So. But even after that, even then, you saw how much boxing IQ I had, how much I still outworked him and didn't get my hand raised. It's just that's the part of boxing that's hard to understand. So I had to get over that. I had to get over that, and that's why I'm able to still smile. You know what I'm saying, and be optimistic and look forward towards something bigger and a lot greater than just that.
So, you guys officially filed the grievance with the commission, correct?
Yes.
What exactly did you file? With who was it filed, and what was the result of all that?
Okay, so my promoter, Art Palulo, from Banner Promotions, he's the one who filed. Actually, fighters weren't able to file. It had to be a promotional dispute, and we just filed that we didn't want them to overrule the fight and make me the winner. We just wanted it to be a no contest, and then for them to force an immediate rematch because I didn't want to just slide by being called the victor of something that I know I can, like, yo, let's fight again. I'll give not only overtime what they want, but that was a great fight. It was still a good fight. It was still a real good fight. Let's give that to the people again. Let's give that to each other. So just in case if he doubted, if he had any doubts in his mind, or if he felt he was triumph even without the fouling and the low blowing, and he could prove that again. It should have been a easy call to make the fight happen again. Georgia State Athletic Commission did not want to look into it, even though the referee had put a statement in. And this is all, if you can do the research and find out, so you can see that I'm not just making this up. But the referee stated that he did the best that he could from the angle that he was. He said that he should have looked from different angles, but in the moment, because of the warehouse we were fighting in, the studio we were fighting in, he couldn't hear that I was being low blowed, and because he couldn't hear it and he didn't see me reacting like I was being low blowed, he didn't know to call them as for being low blows. So basically, he admitted that he missed a lot of errors, and had he seen them errors a whole lot earlier, not only would he have called them out and gave him warnings, but he would have also taken away points and or disqualified cats. And even if it was a disqualification, I would have looked forward to fighting him again. I guess that's the pride in the fighter. Because I wouldn't have wanted to just go by like, oh no, I won by disqualification because you fighting dirty. I would have been like, no, let's run it back, and next time, what I'm saying, fight as clean as you possibly can, and let's make it happen. So, Georgia State Athletic Commission, in my humble opinion, they dropped the ball. They could have done something great in Georgia again and getting us to fight again, but they didn't look into it. They didn't want to. They didn't want to shake up. I suppose they didn't want to go against the referee, because there's, that they're all kind of together. Even though the referee doesn't work with the athletic commission, they didn't want that upon their resume as going against going against a dispute, because it doesn't look good promotion going against the referees, I suppose.
So Brandon, I got a question. This is Johnny. I'm Johnny from the Hangout Spot. Nice to meet you, champ.
Likewise.
So in sports, the most overused cliche, especially in team sport, when they lose is, okay, we lost, but it's on to the next one. But obviously in boxing it's different. It's not a team sport, right? It's one-on-one, mano-a-mano. How difficult it is to take a loss like this, and how long does it take you to get over it, right? Because you don't have the luxury of a team sport to say, well, we got another game tomorrow where we could just wipe this one out and try to get that dub. It takes time for you to get back in the ring. So did you lose any sleep? How long does it take you to get over it? And do you ever get over it?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. After the results of the fight, I mean, it didn't all set in right then and there. I mean, like, cause it happened because I knew I won. I knew I outworked him. Like, him leading with his head, trying to pin me up against the ropes. If you give him credit for just leaning his head, like that's an MMA fight. That's a UFC fight. That isn't boxing. Boxing is hitting and not getting hit. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm on the ropes and I'm working off of the ropes, that it's hitting and not getting hit. And right after that fight, me and my team, everybody was sad, and I was very disappointed. But I wasn't really so much disappointed in myself. Honestly, I was just really disappointed in the judges not being able to analyze what I was doing, because that was some great work. Honestly, like that was some real good work. I had an opportunity to go watch the fight multiple times on YouTube afterwards, and I was like, dude, how could they not have seen that? So then what I did was, as I reviewed the fight, like in my own mind, on what I remember what the judges were. The only judge that had me winning was the judge who I had my back towards. So how did this judge get it right? But then the other this judge over here, she didn't see it. And then there was another judge that was closer over there on that side with Saul, and the craziest thing about the fight is even on when you watch the fight and you listen to when he were punching, it didn't sound, the sound effects wasn't so much there for when he were throwing his punches, because it was mostly like push punching. But when you see me hit him, you hear the noise, you hear the skin smacking, boom, boom, boom. You see the movement that he's making, showing that my punches were doing more dividends than his. And so for me, like right then and there, I immediately analyzed the whole fight. So as I was analyzing the fight, my team kept telling me immediately, like, "Yo, man, the WBC people," which is crazy because I don't want to over jump and overstep, but the WBC, there was a lot of people from the WBC there at the fight, and they was like, "Hey, man, we had you winning that fight. This is crazy. Like, this is crazy." So much to where now, today, in today's time, right now, I'm ranked number 15 and he's ranked number 16. So the WBC didn't view that as him being the winner of that fight. Like, yeah, he won on paper, but they was like, yo, that performance right there, you got to give credit when credit is due. And now going back to the question that you just asked. So for me, um, it hurt it even harder when when the petition came back and they were saying, they were like, we overlooked it, and we're going to go ahead and not go against what Tom Thompson had, his statement. We're not going to look into it. We're just going to keep the results for what they were, or for what they are. And that honestly was, which, like, that almost broke me, because I was just like, damn, dude. Like, not only did y'all say I lost that night when I know I didn't, but it was more so of that when the Georgia Athletic Commission just was like, well, hey man, we're not gonna go and switch the outcome of this fight. That right there almost broke me. Because I was just like, dude, man, like, I don't deserve this. I work so hard. I'm the fighter who don't get the opportunities. I'm not a part of a big promotion. I'm the fighter, who you don't hear about. Like, all the fighters, respectfully, you hear a lot about fighters. I'm one of the many, excuse me, I'm one of the many fighters you don't hear about. But I've worked my butt off, and every time you see me get in the ring, I get better. I get better. You see my game getting better. You see me as a fighter, I'm progressing every time I get in the ring. Every time I get in the ring, you see progression, and I have reached, or I am reaching, the level of championship quality in viewers' eyes. Like, this is how my team have already seen me. This is what I know I could produce. But now people are starting to see that, and me knowing how it can just get snatched away, and then I can get shelved, and or because I'm low risk, low reward, high risk. I'm a puncher. I can move. Um, I'm a veteran now. It's funny, but I'm a veteran. I got 30 fights, 30 professional fights, and all my fights, I've always had to be the guy to take big risks, take real big risks to get there, up in there and fight whomever they put in front of me. I had to be the yes man. So this result right here, everybody tells me, no, something big is gonna come from this. Something big is gonna come from this. And I'm like, man, I knocked out Boychuk. The only man to knock out Boychuk. Nothing came from that. But then you see Boychuk on TV fighting for all of these big fights. Respectfully, Virgil beat Boychuk in a fight that was close. Some people had Boychuk winning, and then some people say Virgil outworked him. Whatever the case is, these are the kind of fights that my man is getting, that he's lined up with. And everybody I see, like, who I fought, like, I fought Jamal Charlo at his weight, 160, and I fought him at the peak of his career. Like, he was the man. Like, when I fought him, everybody was expecting for me to get, what I'm saying, a steamroll within the first or second round. We went all 12. Not only did we go all 12, and it was a very competitive fight, I walked out damn near looking the exact same that I look right now. Yeah, there were punches thrown, and we was hitting each other. So I'm one of, I could be, I had, what I'm saying, if I get that push, I could definitely be a premier fighter. like I said, the fight that me and Cats had, it was a good fight, but I won, and to recover from that, man, it's mental. Is you have to be very strong mentally. And so far, I don't know how strong I am, but I know I'm doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, you and I know each other forever. I've been following you since the freaking Bucksino tournament, and this has kind of been the story of your career, where you don't get what you deserve for one reason or another. How do you keep doing it? Like, how does this not make you just say, I'm gonna just stick to my gym and be cool? Like, why do you keep dipping your toes back in this fire?
You want to know what's the funniest thing, first and foremost, about what you just brought up? Like, literally, a guy was just asking me, he was like, yeah, Nestor. And I was like, you want to know what's the funniest thing? I met him long time ago, back when nobody knew him. And I said, look at you doing well, man. So congratulations,
Appreciate it,
first
man.
and foremost,
Appreciate
man.
it. Yeah, I always talk about that tournament, man. Some big names was there. You, John Thompson, Willie Monroe. You're kind of the only one fighting from that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, ain't it?
I mean, you and Andre, because Andre was there, but he wasn't part of the tournament, so he's
Right.
kind of fighting.
Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, dude, I've always felt like it was unfinished business. Always felt like it was unfinished business. I've been in the ring with everybody's favorite fighters for the most part,
For real.
top guys, and me being in the ring, rubbing elbows with listening to what the coaches, the vital information that they give in their fighters, learning how to pick that and then to pick it and make it work for me. Um, and just being in the gym, always training, man. I never really partied my whole life. I never really partied. Um, I never drunk, never smoked. I didn't hang out too long. It's the craziest thing ever, man. Because I grew up and I hit, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's fortunate because it grew me up a lot. I grew up in Watts. I grew up, I'm saying, in the projects. I was always in and out of the projects. And the most trouble I've ever really got in was with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who grew up, uh, with that one parent, that one mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, everybody who grew up with their moms, they knew their moms, you know what I'm saying, was pretty heavy handed when it came to punishments and stuff, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, every household knows that their mom was the one who was whooping a lot of ass, you know what I'm saying? So I
No
never
lie there.
wanted to
No
get
lie.
I never wanted to get in trouble or get caught. So I had to be real sneaky growing up because I didn't want my moms to whoop my ass, and that's just the honest to God truth. So uh I grew up outside. Like everything that I've learned, honestly, man, my block wasn't all that big, and I never went too far off of it, so I didn't know a whole lot. But I made sure that everything that I was doing, and it's the craziest thing, man. It was tailored around. And I didn't know that I was gonna grow up to be a boxer, but it was tailored around me being very athletic and always slap boxing or going body with somebody, and it's crazy because that fueled a competitiveness within me that I didn't know that I actually had until I started boxing. I boxed relatively late. Started going to a boxing gym when I was 18. Turned 19, amateur fighting. Turned professional 21. um, and I've always heard how young guys start off at the age of 6, at the age of 8, 10, 12. So I was always up against knowing that. And for me, man, I grew up, just believing, like, if I worked hard enough, and I can get I can get what the absolute best has gotten. It didn't matter who it was. The only people that I was looking up to when I first started boxing, and it's the truth, man, is the only people I knew about. Well, I knew of a lot of fighters, but the only ones I studied was Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. And I was trying to duplicate their success, not so much about like outside the ring, but what I saw them doing inside. And that competitive spirit that I saw that them two had when they were training, when they were fighting, and they were doing everything that they were doing, um, it, it it grew into me for the sport, and that's why I could say, like, for me, I never gave up. As many times as I had I have every reason to give up. I have every reason. I've been shelved from the first Boxino tournament. I didn't fight. Um, what was it for? It was 2 years. I came back and fighting Boxino. Then it was 3 year layoff, and then I came back and then I fought on the Contender, and then I fought Jamal. After the Jamal fight, it was like almost another 3 year layoff, and then I fight
I
Sonny
gotta ask,
Huberson.
man, because
Go
I
ahead.
know I know I feel I know why, but I know my audience is like, how the hell did he lose 7 years of his career, almost 8 years? So is this because you're with Artie Paluto, like you're stuck in this contract? Like, how is it that you're losing 3 years at a time, bro?
All right, so I'll just say this: I can't ever.
Yeah, I don't want you to get
Uh,
sued. You feel me?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. I was about
it's
to say, but
obviously got.
not.
I mean, look. I can say what you can't say. I know fighters
Yeah,
be stuck in them contracts. I know
yeah,
Andre had to go through hell to get out of that. Algieri is retired because he can't get out of that motherfucking Star Boxing contract. You know, Artie Palulo, Star Boxing, they two different entities, but they the same in terms of like how they do business. They've even,
yeah,
I remember back in the day, they even had partnerships with certain fighters, like where they was co-promoting certain fighters. So like, I know those old contracts from back then are tough.
yeah. So I'm 100% tell all the youth that want to become fighters. You know what I'm saying, make sure you have somebody who understand contracts, read the fine print. Um, Me getting involved with Banner Promotions was me starving for an opportunity to make money because while I was fighting, I took a few fights in Mexico. I was fighting fights where I was just only making just $1,000, just $1,000, and the fights was spreading out. And at the time, my management was like, "Look, dude, we can't be spending a whole lot of money. We can't be spending too much money um, because I don't get that back. I didn't have a big time manager, and looking back upon it now, and what I see in developing a fighter. I mean, it does take money. Don't get me wrong, it does take money, but I mean, you could use resources, and I feel like my manager, now that I know what I know now, he didn't have resources. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to have done to get me moved or to get the right eyes to see me. That's a different story. But to answer your question, I was always willing to fight. I was always in the gym. I'm like probably one of the only guys that everybody make, it's good fun, but everybody make fun. They poke at me like, damn, Brandon, he's always in the gym training like he got a fight coming up. That's my job. I'm supposed to always. So in 3 years that I had off, I didn't take off. Funniest thing ever. I swear to you, I did. I never took time off. Everybody called me a gym rat. Everything. It didn't matter. In my mind, I just never like if I miss a day, I'm my worst critic because I'll walk past a mirror and be like, look at this fat ass. Like it's bad, bro. It's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like if I eat and I didn't go to the gym, all of a sudden I feel bloated. I'm like I'm getting down on myself. It's the craziest feeling ever. Um, Most people are starting to relate to that because now the in today's time everybody goes to the gym. Everybody's working on what I'm saying self development. So now everybody knows like when you miss a day at the gym, you feel crazy. You feel like you don't feel like yourself. You feel like you need a Snickers. You know what I'm saying? And me being a fighter, we're crazed. We're staring in a mirror all day, and this mirror is supposed to reveal our flaws, and we're supposed to be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. And then you got a coach who's going to always remind you of what you need to work on. So, like that all of that right there, that chemistry right there, it puts a lot of whether we know it or not, depression on us. And I kept going to the gym because if I didn't go to the gym, then I would have been depressed. If I didn't go to the gym, then I would have been stressed out. So for me, not fighting, I always believed that I was gonna get the call. I just never knew when. And me relying on a promotion that doesn't have the same firepower as the top promotions, it definitely put me in a tight space because um, over 30 fights and the guys that I fought, I think it's safe to say that I am some kind of talent. I fought against if I'm not mistaken, I fought against 3 Olympians. and I did well against all of them. Eugene Kitroff, Daniel the Jesus Sensation Edward, um, uh, Francisco Veron. These are three guys that are Olympians that fought for their country that made it to the games, and I beat them. I fought against guys who were competing to be in the Olympics or were John Thompson, if I'm not mistaken. He was one of the guys who was supposed to have fought in the Olympics. I mean, it was just a guy like right. He was supposed to have been, I guess, like a substitute just in
Alternate.
case. Yeah, he was alternate just in case. Willie Monroe, he had a whole lot of amateur experience. So I mean, I do pretty well. I've done pretty well in this sport, and I just always felt like, nah, man, this isn't it. This isn't it. I can go so much further given the opportunities, and I want to take advantage of those opportunities, just because I was one of the guys who had to work so hard to get it. I didn't get the promotional love. I didn't get, and because I didn't get the promotional love, a lot of people didn't get to see me. So when fans do get to see me, because it's so sporadic, it's like it's big spaces between when they see me. They don't know how to love me. They don't know how to feel about me. And if I was given that opportunity, if opportunity was presented, then a lot of people would get behind me, because they're like, yo, man, this little dude can fight. This guy can fight, and he's fighting the top fighters, and he's fighting the top guys. So I'm looking forward to them, those opportunities still. I believe they're there. I just, eventually they come around.
Champ, obviously, you're in the position that you in. So, would you be open to a Jihad Tucker at 60? You fought at 60 versus bigger names. Would you be open to 60-pound fights with not the elites of the world, but definitely the future? Jihad Tucker, a Troy Isley, um, Truck Simpson. These new guys at 60. Kyrone Davis isn't a new guy, but he just got a WBA strap. He may be fighting Yoenis Hernandez. Yoenis Hernandez, another 60. It seems like 60 now is starting to become a division, a named division again.
Well, I guess that's a good and bad part of me, since I didn't grow up in the amateur program. Uh, my whole career, I would go fighting from 60 to 54, because I didn't 60 to 54. I mean, they're both different weight classes, but to me, it's all the same. A fight is a fight. So I wouldn't have. I'm not the guy, like, I'm saying, I'm not in no position to turn down no fight. So somebody at 160, like, yo, Adams, move up. Um, I'm like, this is what I do. This is what I want to be a world champion. I want everybody to know how skilled and how talented I am, so they can know that this is what we produce. This is what can come of us working extremely hard. So I'm not going to turn down no fights. I haven't turned down any fights, and I haven't been in position to turn down no fights. So I'm up for fighting at 60, 54. I wanted to fight a couple of fights. I wanted to make a little history at 54 and then fight at 60 anyway.
I got a couple questions from the people. First one is from Toledo Treese that says, would you be interested in a fight with Brian Mendoza? Since his fight got called off, what are your thoughts on Charles Conwell?
Uh, okay, Brian Mendoza. If he needs somebody to fight, and they call me, let me know when. I like Charles Conwell. He came down. We actually have the same manager, so we're very familiar with one another. He came down for us to spar. I think Charles' future is bright. I think he can. I think he can shake up and do a whole lot of great things, and I think he's on his way of actually making that happen. And he's just a few fights away. If they ever give make the call, I think he will be able to to do something extremely big.
Okay. All right, we got a few more. First one here is from Polo Buck. Actually, Meach says Brandon Adams won the Cats. No, excuse me. Brandon Adams won. Cats was constantly throwing low blows even after being warned. They should have took a point, but for some reason that didn't happen. Shaking my head. So no words. I mean, no question. Just his thoughts. Next one is from Ali and Dago that says, Brandon, who are your top 3 favorite fighters of all time?
My top three favorite. All right, so when I was a little kid, it was Mike Tyson Punch Out. That was like one of the first boxers that I knew of. So Mike Tyson. When I started watching boxing, it was Floyd Mayweather. It was Floyd Mayweather. But anytime I heard anything about boxing, it was Muhammad Ali. So them would be the 3 people that influenced me the most, that I studied and watched and I admired the most. Later on down that line, it's a few other fighters, of course, but those 3 guys were honestly a real big reason why I got involved into boxing. And then when got involved, I started watching just how they carried themselves. So yeah, those guys.
I got Benny Hinn says Cats decent, but I wasn't feeling the decision. Want to see you again. Honestly, I think that you'll beat the brakes off of Yoenis Tellez. Does this matchup interest you? He is ranked. Shit, I think he got a regular or interim already.
He got an interim. Yeah, interim.
Of course. Like I said, man, I'm in no position to turn down nothing. I just cracked. I'm ranked number 15 at the WBC. I would love to get in the ring with all of these guys. Whomever that we know as for being the top guys, them are all the guys I want to get in the ring with. If I have the opportunity to fight the top 10 guys, literally all like in a row, like as if this was Fight Night Champions or something like that, I would love to have the opportunity of fighting all of those guys just so I can put my skills towards those guys. And so then we can all look back and see it. We could all view it. Win, lose, or draw, but I don't feel I'd lose. I mean, most fighters don't feel they lose, but honestly, man, like I said, I'm just as fast as the fastest fighters in our division. I'm just as strong as the strongest guys in our division. And I got great ring IQ. Throughout my whole career, I haven't took a punishment. Like I haven't took no beatings. You can hear within my conversation. I can speak pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I speak in front of a lot of folks. I do pretty well. I do pretty good. So I'll be looking forward to fighting all these guys.
New York Bullet, what up, champ? Which fights made or can possibly be made do you look forward to the most for the rest of 2025? So I think he's not just talking about for yourself, just in general, fights, period, that have been made that you're looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to seeing how well Crawford does against Canelo. That's going to be a real tough fight. I feel like Crawford's going to have to really be on his A game.
Have you sparred Canelo, being from Cali? Has he ever called you
No, I never sparred with Canelo, but he's the guy. That's another guy. That's one of my favorite guys. So I studied Canelo a lot. I watched him a lot. And it's the funniest thing, man, is I helped Bivol for his camp to fight against Canelo. And it got to a point to where Bivol's camp was like, hey, Brandon, like they let all the sparring partners go. And they started asking it like, yo, Brandon, like if you were fighting Canelo, how would you go about fighting him? And so then they asked me as a reference, and I told them. And the funniest thing ever, man, is the game plan that I gave them is the game plan that they used when they went into the fight. We studied it and went over it while we were sparring. And he was having some success while we were sparring doing so. And Bivol is still Bivol. Let's never get it twisted. I'm not saying I gave him some kind of blueprint like that, but I told him if I was him, this is my approach. And they took it, they used it, they turned it into Bivol. They turned the game plan into Demetrius Bivol, and it worked. And they hit me up afterwards. It's like, yo, look, bro, you was right, and it looked good. So, I can't wait to see what's their game plan and how they plan on fighting, because Terrence isn't as big as Bivol. Terrence is not, Bivol is 175. Terrence 147, now 154. So, we've yet to see him fighting up against a guy that's as big as he is. But, Canelo doesn't move the way he used to, but he's still a bull. He's still a bull. And he's still coming forward, and he's still got ring IQ, and he's still Canelo. So I can't wait to see that fight. Um, I've been seeing now, just recently, it's the funniest thing, man, is like 20 minutes right before I sat down with you guys, I saw Brian Norman
Mm-hmm.
and
Brian Norman.
Boots. Yeah, Brian Norman's father and Boots, them talking. I would love to see them two guys fight. Uh, because they're both competitive and they both feel that they're at the top of their game. And that's usually how it goes. Can't wait to see those guys fight. Do I think it'll happen this year? Maybe not. Maybe not, but that is a fight that I'm looking forward to seeing. Shoot, man.
All right, I got Meech
Yeah,
TV. Brandon, this is Meech from Watts, California. Laugh out
I
loud.
knew who it was.
What inspired you to get into boxing? Who's your favorite boxer of all time? And how were you able to keep steer around all the distractions growing up in Watts, California?
That's my cousin, man. That's my
That's
cousin.
crazy because he's going to fight on my amateur card. Did he tell you?
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
know. Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I
dope, dope.
laugh. Man, it was like I said, it was me being introduced to Mike Tyson, because I was short, and that's all everybody always talked about, is how Mike Tyson was short, fighting against all these giants. But he was a giant puncher. He was, in, wasn't the biggest man in the world, but in stature, what he stood for. But like I said, man, Floyd Mayweather, the boxing, the pure sport. When he was pretty boy all the way until he was money. And then growing up, honestly, man, he knows. He, he could tell you, man. Even before I was in the gym training, like before I was boxing, I was like fixated on trying to become something that I even wasn't. I was doing push-ups in the neighborhood, and we was we like I said, man, we'd be slap boxing, going body. We was just like, everybody wanted to be great. Everybody, like, whether if it was football, basketball, like we were very competitive, and we all was pushing each other in my neighborhood to like become something, but there was no real direction to like what to become. And for me, man, this is the part where I was called a little bit of a weirdo. You know what I'm talking about? Because I would be watching Dragon Ball Z. I go and I watch like anime and stuff like that, and I would see how they were fighting, and watch a lot of martial art movies. Jackie Chan, like by far, is like one of my favorite guys to watch. Rumble in the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Whooping, like he's whooping ass with accidentally. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff is like that paved the way for me to pay very close attention to combat sports, and wanted to make my mark. So it was I would get inspired and motivated throughout my neighborhood, throughout my community, and I would use guys like my cousin Meech and a lot of people to get to where I wanted to go by helping them kind of be competitive with one another. And I wish we all knew how to do that. I didn't know that that's what I was doing until I got older. And I wish we all knew how to do that, because then I wouldn't be the only one that'd be right here talking to you about fighting, or you know what I'm saying, just being a professional athlete, or just being real strong minded.
Next one is from Kentrell. He says, "Hey champ, Kentrell from the United Kingdom, but I'm in America. As a fighter, I know it's frustrating to get robbed on the scorecards. As a fighter, do you think boxing needs open scoring? That way people don't get robbed like you."
Yes, I think open scoring would be great. It'd be tremendous. But another thing that a lot of folks was talking about is it's a lot of fighters. It's a lot of fighters that are retired. It's a lot of fighters who I think the judges judges should be people who are hip to the actual sport, know and understand what's happening, what's going on. It doesn't matter whether or not if they like a certain style of fighting, but they recognize and understand what boxing is. Um, I think judges should have had at least a certain amount of amateur fights. At least you mean to tell me you got judges who's just like like where you come from, and how did you just become a because you did something online, like you just looked up something, like is that's all you need to get credentials? Like they need fighters, in my humble opinion. Not only do you need that, for the scorecards to be open, but you also need for people who are very familiar with the sport to sit down and judge these fights. Because I think that we wouldn't feel so bad if
I've
it's
brought
fine.
that up. I go to the conventions. I brought it up at the WBC convention specifically, but it's a lack of fighters applying for those jobs. Fighters are not applying to be referees or officials, but I'm with you. I think that if we had more former fighters as actual referees, actual officials, they know what they seeing. It's different from me reading it in a book, watching it on TV. If I've never done it, I don't know. And I don't like these referees. Like, again, if you've been in the ring and you see someone shoving Brandon Adams, you know to give a warning because it's quote unquote up to the referee's discretion, but you also know it's illegal. But they let so many things fly under that gray rule of referee's discretion, quote unquote. Well, the referee didn't see it. Bro, I don't like that, bro. Dirty fighting is dirty fighting. People like to, wash that over by saying, oh, well, it's a fight. Nah, it's a boxing match. You trying to say it's a fight so you could do dirty shit like forearms to the throat or, the inside of the glove to your chin. It's
Yeah.
just a lot of crazy things that people are allowed to do because the officials are not stern enough, But it's
So
also because they're not fighters.
just to add to what you were saying, from what I hear, a lot of fighters don't go apply for it is because there's like this it's like a lot of fighters don't have that information to know that that's what we can't do. I think if there was a way of us getting that information out, I think we'd see a lot of retired fighters that people who aren't doing much of anything on the weekends. I think they would come up and
Like,
apply
think
for it.
about the Tank situation. What retired fighter would have not gave Tank a motherfucking knockdown? But
Right?
and I
Yeah.
don't want Willis to feel bad. I love him. He's one of the most iconic refs we have when it comes to influence. His faces are already become part of the sport. They're iconic, but at the end of the day, a knee is a knee, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you stole that. Like, Lamont's life would be different today had you scored that a knee. Think about that. He'd be a totally different person, different tax bracket, different endorsements and sponsorships. Fuck, probably a new woman. It's not fair, bro. It's not fair what these dudes do to them. Again, yeah, man, you need to tell some of your fighter friends, be referees. Someone needs to start because we don't even have one. There's not even a famous boxer turned official that we could be like, oh yeah, well, so-and-so's a referee. Like, who is he?
That's real, man. I'm telling you, man, that information is not out. I know because we crack jokes. Like I've been around fighters and we talk about it, but they be like, yeah, man, but the commissioners ain't gonna let that ride because they think that. But now that I know that that's a thing, that was just people talking. That was just blowing smoke up our ass, telling us that we couldn't do so. But I wonder if there's a way that we can do it. We can ref and still be active fighters, or that's probably the thing they
That's
wouldn't allow
probably
us to do.
something to take up with the commission, but that would be dope too, man. That could be a marketing standpoint too, like an active ref fighter.
Because I do it, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But they
I got
probably
talk
call that
trend.
a conflict of interest, though, right?
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
like,
maybe.
like
It
anything else in the
depends.
workplace.
Maybe you could commission for one commission, but not fight in that commission. So, like, hypothetically, Brandon applies for California State, but he can't fight in California State. That would be tough, but.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You right.
I got Talk Trends. Brandon, this is Talk Trends from Tennessee. Has Shane Mosley ever asked for the rematch?
No, that was like a one and done thing because me and Shane was we was real close before the fight. We was close. That's my boy. Shane's my boy. He's like my brother. He is my brother. So he did what he was supposed to do to make it to the finale, and so did I. So we fought, and we never look back. Like we know we fought each other. We motivate and we push each other. But other than that, I don't think he's ever thought of it because I know I haven't. It's I don't care what nobody say. People be like, "Oh yeah, you fight your friends, and you fight. That's a part of the game." But it's never a good feeling. It's never a good feeling. Every time when me and Shane was hit each other, I had to psych my mind. Come on, man. And as we was fighting, but at the same time, man, it's a moment of seeing somebody that you're close with, and I don't care what nobody say. We were close enough to where when we were fighting, it's just moments where I know he hesitated and so did I, just because we are close like that. And I don't care, sparring be sparring, but even when you sparring your boys, and if you putting a whole whooping on your boy, and I'm just speaking about just two random people sparring, but they boys, that's I don't care what nobody says, man. It affects you. It affects you. So, um, no, I never look back. Shane never contacted me. He never cracked a joke, or we've never joked about fighting again. We Shane and I actually we acknowledged that we fought each other, but we never ever talk about or play with the situation of going back to fighting one another.
All right. I got Quest from Virginia. What's up, champ? Would you rather have the Flash speed or Hulk strength?
Man, I love the way he gonna go DC and then Marvel too. He's something else. He's something else all by himself. Um, I don't know, man, because I've seen the Flash kind of, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him hit people, and he've hit people like he was the Hulk. Like just because he was moving so fast through the vibration of how quick that he was. I don't know. I think I don't know. Just if you were talking about just speed and just power, I would probably go with the Flash, just because of what his speed was able to generate and what he can do with his speed. The Hulk is strong. Don't get me wrong. He's strong, but if it's just power and him just being strong, then I would rather take what the Flash can do because he was able to go into the past and into the future because he's that damn fast. So I would take the Flash.
I
All
got a
right.
quick two-parter, Ness.
Go ahead.
So again, you've been in there with some really good names, right? So not counting the last fight, if you had one fight that you can pick to do all over again, like, damn, man, I know what I did wrong. I wish I could have this fight back all over. What would that fight be? And then the second part of that is if you had a fight that you could replicate because everything went well, you was cooking, you was doing your thing. That one fight that you wish you can replicate every time out.
Okay. First question is the fight that I wish I could take back. All right. Well, it's just I wish the timing was different. It was when I fought Jamal Charlo. When I fought Jamal Charlo, I dislocated my left middle knuckle. So when I was fighting him, my hand was messed up real bad. I tried to hide that so I can continue to fight. I've never made this amount of money. I've never been on this platform. I didn't want to miss the opportunities because I've been shelved so many times. I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna not take this fight. So I took that fight. But one of the biggest things that really affected me is right before I fought Jamal, my wife went into pre-labor with my son. So my son was premature. He was prematurely born, and I was going from the gym straight to the hospital because he was born 2 months before he was supposed to be, and that put a big strain on me and my whole family. So going from the hospital straight to the gym, then going to going right back to the gym with my guys, like I was a every day. I was doing that every day until I flown to Houston. I flew to Houston with a week, like 7 days to prepare for the fight for the rest of that in Houston. But mentally, man, I was it was a lot of complications during the pregnancy. after she's gave birth as well. So like my mind, I was focused on the fight, but I was way more focused on wondering if my wife and my kid was doing well. It got to the point to right after I finished fighting Jamal, like I didn't complain. It was nothing. I just was like, all right, and we went to the back. We did an interview, and I was just like, yeah, well, because I was so caught up on what was going on back at home that I wasn't really I wasn't like as locked in as I could have been or that I should have been because of that.
What was the
All right.
second part? You didn't answer the second part.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. And then there was a fight when I was fighting the fight that it's actually it's two fights that I did real well that I was proud of myself. One of the first fights was when I fought Alex Perez. Um, He was because when I fought Willie Monroe was the actual first left-hand fighter I've ever fought. In the amateurs, I only had 5 amateur fights. On record, they put 7. I got in the ring 5 times. And I never fought against a southpaw guy. When I fought Willie Monroe, I had to learn on the job how to fight a southpaw guy because the guys that I had at my gym at the time that were southpaw, they were all too light in weight. They were way too light in weight, and I wasn't in a place to where I understood or knew how to work with them. So I didn't want to be like beating down guys who only weigh 120. And Woody Monroe, how he fights, those guys honestly couldn't help me. But they were southpaw, so we were trying to prepare for Willie Monroe sparring with guys that were only like 120 and 122. So when I went and I fought Willie Monroe, I had no experience or IQ of fighting a southpaw. When I fought Alex Perez, which was basically the next fight right after I fought Willie Monroe, excuse me, it wasn't, was it? No, I fought Lee Byfield, which was an orthodox fighter. The next fight after that was a southpaw guy, which was Alex Perez. And Alex Perez was known for being tough and strong, good southpaw fighter. And I fought him, and I felt I did real well to make up for my fight that I had with Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe taught me a lot. I know you're proud of me. Look at all this.
Pardon me.
That's all good. It's all up. But Willie Monroe showed me a lot. He showed me a lot of things that I didn't like, just a perspective that I didn't have on the sport of boxing. He reminded me that it was a sport, not a fight, and I have to learn the technicality of the sport and not just approach every fight like it's just a fight. So in the midst of me doing so, I was able to remember everything that I learned from the Willie Monroe fight and take that to the Alex Perez fight. And so I was real happy with my performance with Alex Perez. And then there was another fight where I fought a guy who I used to spar when I was he was already a professional, Vito Gasparian, which was he was the second guy that I fought in the tournament. Vito Gasparian was already a professional, and I used to watch him whoop people's butt in the gym. And he used to carry me when we sparred. He used to just carry me because I was green. I was just learning how to box, and we wind up lining up to fight each other. And I was like, "Yo, this is about to be crazy. This is a guy that I spar who I knew was carrying me because I wasn't as skilled yet. He's already a professional. I only got just a few amateur fights in me. At the time, it was like I only had like 3 to 4 amateur fights." And Vito was beating up all the professionals where we were at in the valley. Like he was between Hollywood and he was at Justin Fortune's gym. So everybody used to go there for sparring, and he used to whoop everybody's butt. And when he and I fought, like the fight was so different. I pretty much had my way. He couldn't stop me. He couldn't stop nothing that I was doing. And so it would be of those two fights.
All right. I got V Dash in Atlanta. Salute, champ. Been watching you since the Contender days. Do you think you could switch and put yourself into a more coach role at some point?
But that's actually what I'm doing right now. Like I said a little earlier, I have my gym. It's Cannon Nation Boxing Gym. Um, and that's what I'm doing. I'm helping the youth. I got a few amateur fighters, and now I'm starting to work with professional fighters. I'll be in Sonny McGuinn, excuse me, this April 19th at the Commerce Casino. He's going to fight against Umar. I'll be in his corner. I've been helping him here and there, but he wants me to start to take a bigger role in helping him. I'm helping Lawrence King and his development. These guys are all bigger than me. That's the funniest thing ever. They're all like light heavyweights, but they trust me. They believe in what I'm showing them. So it's working. It's happening.
All right, and the last one here. Actually, not the last one. We got a few more if you have some time.
Okay, for sure.
This one is from 450. He says, what is your social media presence? You're a likable personality, but you need a good push behind you. But don't depends on nobody to make you blow up. Build your name and up in your city and online. They can't deny you forever.
All right, so I understand what they're trying to say. My social media presence, I don't be on social media like caring about being real crazy. Just because I do know that I'm being like I'm a lot of kids role model, so I make sure that I keep everything, I'm saying, clean, classy for the most part. I don't do a whole lot of trash talking because it has never really presented itself. But truthfully speaking, I think had I been on a bigger platform, like I was saying, man, just being on a bigger platform, that does wonders for a lot of these fighters. If you look, these platforms are always showing and putting out their premier fighters, and therefore the viewers to always see. And me not being a part of the bigger productions or bigger promotions, excuse me, that's just a missed opportunity. So I mean, I'm charismatic. I go about it, I'm saying, my way. I feel confident. I can go to sleep at night. I feel good, I'm saying, with myself. Um, like I said, not only do I got, my own kids, I got a lot of kids now. I am a gym owner, like I said, man. So it's extremely important, man, that I don't guide nobody a way that I wouldn't want nobody to guide my kids. So, that's why I don't do a lot of trash talking. But if you ever say something about me, I'm saying, I make sure, I'm saying, we I'm definitely gonna clap back.
For sure. Champ, how beneficial was the Contender series for you? Like, did you feel like that was the most popularity you gained, the most people noticed you? And if so, do you believe that boxing is missing that and we need a Contender series every year, twice a year?
Actually, a lot of people who know of me from the Contender actually come from overseas. Nobody really in the United States viewed it that much because they released it on Epics.
Yeah, it was on Epic's network, and not a lot of us
Yeah,
had it. I had got Epics just to watch it. I
yeah.
had to get Epics to watch it.
So a lot of folks didn't know that it was on Epics, but they had an opportunity to put it on Netflix. Had they put it on Netflix, I don't care
Damn,
who
are
you
you
were.
serious?
I don't care who you were on that show. As long as you were on that show, you would have been big.
Wow, I
They
never
didn't.
heard that. I didn't know they
Yeah,
could have
well,
had.
I'm.
I didn't know they could have put it on Netflix.
They had an opportunity to put it on Netflix, man, and the reason why they didn't put it on Netflix is because of what was Netflix offering. um, they told them, but the turnaround for them putting it on Netflix, it was going to be huge. And I'm not
Damn.
on that side, but I can tell you from some of the people who were speaking to me about it, they were like, "Yeah, man," and like Netflix really didn't offer us much, so we went a different direction. While they were telling me this, I said, "Are you kidding me? We could have been on Netflix. You guys is when it says executive producer and all of this stuff that would have been on Netflix. You guys would have, like, even if y'all didn't do
The next one
six,
would have been better.
and they did, so in my opinion, of course, I'm gonna tell you, they dropped the ball.
Of
They dropped
course.
the ball like a mud. Like, yeah, super, super.
Yeah.
Everybody in the whole world to know who every last one of those 16 combatants were, are, and would have wanted to keep up and following all of our lives and all of that stuff. That's what boxing need. Boxing need like the Contender, but boxing needs it to be on a platform like Netflix, on a platform where the producer and the production team knows and understand the bigger picture on a scale of knowing like, yo, this is going to be huge.
Yep.
And they didn't see it for whatever reason. They decided not to go that direction. It was also offered to be on Hulu. I remember that one too. It was also to be on
Damn,
Hulu.
that was another good. That's crazy.
But
I'm
the
not a
one that
fan of
off
Hulu. I literally just, I got it, but when I had to buy ESPN to watch boxing, so I got the package. But still, it's a bigger platform. It's more
yeah,
eyeballs on Hulu. They got those cop shows everybody loves, the fucking Chicago
yeah,
PDs and all that.
not on Epics.
Tell me about it. I got a few more. We got Mike Rios from Chicago. Given that you've had bad experiences with contracts promoters, would you possibly give this new TKO boxing promotion company a chance to represent you in the future?
uh
He don't understand you can't get out of that contract.
yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
That's a
I think
lifetime deal, fellas. He in there.
yeah, and nothing actually ever really changes. Like the amount is the amount. Um, you know, and I'm sure they'll make contracts for exclusive fighters. I don't think so. I think it was to a certain extent, it was a good thing that they did bring this out, because now you have a lot of people going, whoa, and then turn around and go and see to the other promoters. This is why y'all can't be moving the way y'all move, because then you'll have a guy who can come in, you know what I'm saying, who sprinkles some cash off the elbow, you know what I'm saying, sprinkle the cash off the elbow.
Salt Bay.
Yeah, who sprinkle the cash off the elbow, make everybody run over there, and then present something like this. And the only people who will probably possibly want to get involved in this are, there's a saying, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with it, when you call club fighters.
Mm-hmm.
The club fighters would love this. Club fighters would love to be a part of this contract, because they like, shit, man, I'm not the most talented, but I'll fight my ass off, those kind of guys. Because the contract and the amount of money that they're going to be making, they can keep fighting within their own little local space. But when you're talking about guys who are talented, extremely talented, or very gifted, or has great pedigree, has great teams, and you don't want to just lock yourself down to something like that at all. You want your options open. You want to be able to go ask somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who's very experienced. So you want to learn as much as you can about uh the outside of boxing that makes boxing inside so important.
Mr. Perfect in Detroit or Michigan, right? Same shit. But he says, what's your favorite female fighter today? Yeah, he's from Detroit. Big box in Detroit, he says.
Who's my favorite? That's a tough one, man. My favorite girl fighter today. It's a lot of great girl fighters. That's a crazy question. I don't have one. They are great. Well, it's a few of them. I don't want to. Ashley Bombers, Clarissa Shields is the young lady who just won, who's also a part of OTX. She just beat the girl from
Oh,
overseas.
Tierra Brown.
Tiara Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like yeah, it's a lot of great fighters, and they all, respectfully, they're doing their thing. But I don't
Uh,
have a favorite one. No.
okay. Oh, Wizard in Phoenix. What up, Brandon Adams? Omar from Harlem by way of Phoenix. What's your favorite punch or combination to throw or land in a fight? And have you ever used the sauna on a Thursday night for a weigh-in Friday?
Yes, I have used the sauna. Yes, I have.
You say
And
that
one
like
of
you
my,
know it's wrong.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, no, I was saying that like that's like That's like a boxer's necessity, the sauna.
But on a
Uh,
Thursday, is that normal for boxers to use it on a Thursday for Friday and for a Friday
for
weigh-in?
Fridays, yeah, it's a little shakeout. Like I was about to say, like if I don't need to do anything, if I don't need to work out, and they like, yeah, man, you a pound and some change over, um, just go in the sauna, sit down, and just sweat out that last pound. It's like 10 minutes, 10, 15, honestly, 10, 15 minutes, and you done. Yeah, just make it as simple as possible instead of you taxing your body, working those muscles a whole lot more than they need to. No, you can save that for the fight, go to sauna. Um, at least I know I've done that. I've done it before. I'm no stranger to doing it.
And it's worked
Uh,
out well for you, right? Because some
yeah,
people,
I'm
we've been
saying.
asking that question for at least a good 30 days, and every fighter has answered it in a negative way, like, "Oh, if I would, I wouldn't do it."
Oh, well, you know what? I'm saying? I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Every performance that you see me fight, you couldn't tell I was in a sauna. I was always high in spirit. I was always high in energy. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I seemed intelligently inclined. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't affect me. It was never a cut to where I was just dying. For me,
Yeah.
uh, I can't vouch for everybody. And shout outs to all of those guys who didn't have to do it. But I'm telling you flat out, the Cannon did it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It was part of some of my lessons. And for my favorite combination, it's doubling up on the hook. I like touching people to the body, boom, and then bringing it right back over the top. I love doing that. I love being able to do that just to see their body kind of give that little motion. It's it lets me know that what I'm saying, what I'm doing is working. It's effective.
Lord Mac and Cheese, champ, you talk so well. Have you ever thought about? Excuse me. Have you ever thought of broadcasting after fighting? Salute to you and your career.
I appreciate that.
I'm assuming he's talking about commentating.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I took it for as well. Yeah, if it presents itself, of course I would love to. Like I said, man, because I started boxing late, I had to do a whole lot of homework. I had to do a whole lot of studying and learning, and not just in the sport of boxing, man, but growing up and only knowing just two blocks of your neighborhood, and then growing up and understanding that the world is way bigger. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to communicate. You got to understand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't come from your neighborhood. And the only time you always hear me say, yeah, I'm saying, is if I'm talking to folks, you know what I'm saying, I feel extremely confident and comfortable with. But for the most part, I make sure that I articulate my words and make sure everybody from all walks can understand when I speak.
Nah, you definitely can articulate the hell out of yourself. I got James Benitez in Atlanta. I would like to apologize. I was never high on you as a fighter, but your resilience is unparalleled. I don't know if you'll get another title shot, but if you do, seize the moment. So, no question, just showing you some love. And the last and final one is from Octo. Yo, champ, what's your favorite music artist? And give us one movie we should watch.
My favorite is Michael Jackson.
Okay.
It's Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And then my favorite movie, my absolute favorite movie, is man, I love a lot of movies, honestly, dude. 'Cause I've said and I've watched tons of movies, but one movie that I've always found myself watching countless of times, honestly, man. Like I said, I would say it was Rush Hour, and it was Rush Hour One. That's my favorite movie to watch. It was Rush Hour One.
All right, that is definitely a great movie. That is all the questions, man. Brandon, I want to thank you obviously for coming on. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and it's been a pleasure following your career. I hope you continue to get some opportunities, man, and you know it works out a little better than it has been, man. You deserve more.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for having me.
For sure. Give out your social media. By the way, you still working with Coach Cam? Is she working at your gym yet?
Yeah, yeah. Coach Cameron, sir, she's at my gym. She's my business partner at the gym.
Oh, perfect. Because I know
We
she
there,
works
yeah,
with
yeah,
some
we there.
women. I know she works with some women, and I'm looking for a female fighter. And she's got some women over there that's heavy set. No disrespect. I got someone that is on a weight loss journey. I don't know if you could, maybe have someone in your gym for this young lady, because it's a little bit difficult to match in a heavyweight division. But she wants to fight on my card. And she looked like she got some skills. She never fought though, so we trying to get her first amateur bang. You got something for her? She said she could lose 100 pounds by August. I know that's tough to believe. So, we looking to try to match her with anyone 220, 180.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm just trying to figure out if those were sauna pants while she was working, because I wasn't gonna doubt her. You know what I'm saying? If them were sauna pants, then you know what I'm
No,
saying. If
she
them
she's
box
working,
bras,
man.
yeah,
She's
that's what
working.
I'm
I don't
saying.
doubt that she won't lose it. She told me she lost 15 pounds last month, and she thinks she could do it. She thinks she could lose 100 by August. I mean, August is only less than 4 months away, so that's tough. But
Yeah, shout
she
outs to her,
working. She
man.
light on her feet, man.
Yeah, look at her. Look
I
at her.
need to get her a
Shit.
fight. I want this girl on my card, man. And
I'm gonna
she
see
got
him.
the
I'm gonna
big
ask
social
around.
media following. Look, she got like 40,000 followers.
Hey, man, she grinding. Just
Word.
keep it a buck, bro.
But
She
but I
grinding.
again, like I said, I seen Cam working with some ladies doing pad work. Y'all don't got no heavyweight females over there.
We have a few girls. Excuse me, women. They just kind of start getting involved in the sport. They'll say yeah because they competitive as hell, and they
Yeah.
they grew up playing basketball. Like we got
Well,
two
remember
twins.
this girl's never fought. She's never fought. So it's an even fight. She's never fought. I'm gonna find out how much experience she has sparring, but she's never fought. Her first fight will be with us. It's been a weight loss journey, and then she fell in love with the sport by trying to lose weight.
Okay. Well, look, DM me. And you had asked where they could find me. I'm Cannon Nation on Instagram. Cannon Nation on Facebook. Uh, BA the Cannon on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I don't have Twitter fingers though, man. I'm never there.
By the way, your last outfit was fire, man. I forgot to even say that. That was dope.
Yeah, it's the super shredder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
The
was
whole
fire.
overtime. You know what I'm saying? It was a evolution of shredder, and that's where I went. You know what I'm saying? And the way super shredder gonna lose to some, you know what I'm saying? Little grease, some little dude. Come on, man. Little Spartan, you ain't about to win. All right, but yeah, we gonna I'm gonna talk to her and I'm gonna see which girl, you know what I'm saying, wanna do so. Cause we got a girl named Britt Ashley, um, Kelly. We gonna I'll talk to her about it. We're gonna definitely, and then we're gonna reach back out to you and let you know.
Let's do it, champ. I appreciate the assistance. Thank you for coming on, man. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you for having me.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon, the Cannon, Adams. Also, if you have a heavyweight female fighter with a USA boxing book, 280 pounds to 220, best case scenario, she loses the 100 and she's looking to fight at 180. We need somebody for her. Tip, where the girls at in your gym? Hot Boxing Minute, where the girls at in your gym? I need this girl on the card. I need this girl on the card. Everybody loves a good weight loss story. And if she could lose 100 pounds to get on her first Border Wars card with TBV, that's gonna make some waves for sure.
Yo, not just that, but she got some hand skills, bro.
Yeah, man. Phone lines
I
are
like
open if you want to call in. We got Majid 973, Ohio, Florida. What up? My man all around the world, the same song.
Yo, what up, Ness?
Europe.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. I like this fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping that De Los Santos in some good type of shape or something. But I like that comparison with Shakur. I feel like that nigga got them brittle hands, 40% knockout ratio. I think that no matter how this fight go, long as Keyshawn don't lose, it's gonna be a more exciting fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hey, it just is what it is. You know, they signed the fight. Now this shit on, so I'ma just see who get cracked first and worse. You know, and then we go from there. You know, hopefully some of these champs could start trying to unify and all that shit. You know, 135, man. They gotta show us something, Ness. It gotta be more than, you know, the De Los Santos and all of them. I like the fight, but I want some unifications, you know, or somebody jump. If Shakur and fucking Keyshawn going hold those belts and be friends, I feel like somebody should jump to 140. So we gotta get these undisputeds if we could. If we can't, ain't it shouldn't be no reason because they friends. Like shit, kind of gay. But that's all I got, man.
All right. Listen, we got to come together as a community and get this girl a fight. You know, we don't want her to get no cherry, you know. So if you know somebody that actually is also, you know, on a weight loss journey, falling in love with the sport, you know, then we can match her up. Phone lines open for anybody who wants to call in. We got Chad out of Canada. What it do?
Chad, what up?
Hey, fellas.
What up?
Got me?
Yep, yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great interview, Ness. You know, the takeaway for me is really how mentorship, once you get into that part of the sport, it's really, I think, like the heart of the sport. And really at any level, like whether you got like guys like Shakur working with, you know, other younger pros coming up, or that kid, 8-year-old kid that shows up at the gym for the first day. Once you start, sorry,
You breaking
once
up,
you
Chad.
start working with people like that, just changes everything, you know? Changes how you look at the sport. You become less of a fan and more, you start looking at it like more like community. But as far as De Los Santos goes, man, I feel like there's just no way that Keyshawn doesn't have a more exciting fight. I mean, De Los Santos he's kind of wild, you know, like he likes to step in, uh, fire off a bunch of shots, doesn't really care too much about his defense, which will make for an exciting fight in my mind. I think Keyshawn will take full advantage, and they'll be trading big shots until De Los Santos hits the canvas. I'm guessing that Keyshawn will stop him without a doubt. If I recall, though, remind me, guys, wasn't the De Los Santos Shakur fight? Wasn't people like booing like in the first few rounds? Like I seem to recall people were mad at like didn't like what was going on. I can't remember if it was that one or if it was Consequao. You guys remember?
Nah, it was that one.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah, I
was
thought
brutal,
so.
man. It was brutal. It was brutal. By default, like the last caller said, by default, I think that Keyshawn will produce a more exciting fight.
Oh, just the styles. Yeah, absolutely. Like the funny thing is De Los Santos, even with his like sometimes just steps right in, hands down, sloppy punch, and Shakur is so defensive minded that he would even miss those opportunities. You know, like sometimes stepping back instead of standing his ground and hitting him on the way in. I understand why people booed. I'll have to go back and watch that fight again. But anyways, guys, I mean, I think it's a good opponent for Keyshawn. You know, he's a seasoned pro at this point, and he'll be there to deliver some excitement with Keyshawn. I think it's good. And where he goes after that, I don't know. I feel like 135, so it's so hard to like try and find paths for these guys. Everything just seems so it's just fight by fight, and you just never know who's going to fight who at this point. Um, anyways, that's all I got. Hey Johnny, you're really killing it over on your channel, man. And I think it's really great how Ness, speaking of mentoring, is like bringing in guys with these budding channels like Ryan, yourself. It's great, like community, right? Anyway, I got to go, guys. Thanks.
Appreciate you, Chad. If you got any females in Canada
Oh,
that match up with
yeah.
my girl, DM me, bro. We want to make sure we get her on the card. Listen, we got a couple super chats we got to get to. And if you haven't already hit that thumbs up, man, go ahead and do so. I got Jerry Soriano. Drop that Warzone featuring the caller of the year. All right, Jerry, you got it. Actually, let me read all these super chats and get to that, right? Lord Mackin, cheese, $2. Why Brandon look like Floyd's Brotherhood ER? Huh?
Not sure what that means.
Me either. One lump sum, $2. Mills Lane used to box. Turn ref. I'm firm, but I'm fair. No, what is it? I'm firm, but no, I'm firm, but
I'm fair, but I'm firm.
Yeah, I'm fair, but I'm
I'm
firm. I
fair,
fucked
I'm
it up.
fair, but I'm firm. Yep.
Mad Bent, $5. Daily Dose of Tanquil. Edwin at best. Keyshawn been on the top ranked diet. His opponent's been deficient. Tank in June. Thank goodness. But that's the thing. If he's on a top ranked diet, how he's not gonna win this fight? You picking Edwin, but then saying he's on a diet, it don't make any sense.
Nope. Not at all. Chad, you my guy, but don't watch that fight again, bro. Don't unless you want to go to sleep, you want to put it because you want to, you want that to put you to sleep, man. That fight is not worth watching, man. Tune into the Keyshawn De Los Santos fight. That fight I think is going to be very very it's going to be very good for as long as it lasts, put it that way.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yo, this fucking chat is brutal, man.
Nah, they was trying to knock out somebody that I can't say who, but we all know who. They terrible. Trying to test my chin like I wasn't going to do it and then just say I lost internet service. Y'all better get out of here.
You were seeing all that?
I seen that, bro. What don't I see? What don't I see? Charles Remington, I called your bluff. You a faker. We called your bluff. Who else we got, man? Polo Buck, you never pulled the trigger.
You better be careful before we get KO'd.
You never pulled the trigger. I was gonna hit him up like, hey, oh shit, I got an internet outage.
It was nasty. I'm reading these comments. I'm looking at this dude talking. I'm like, damn, I hope he's not looking at these comments.
You know what was the comment was the best? Raise your hand to the person that said, and we only on the third question. Bruh, I wanted to die. Because he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying, bruh. He wasn't lying. You ducked me, Charles. You ain't test my chin. This shit's solid. But I tested yours. You wasn't serious. What up, Joe Pale?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo,
what's good, Ness, man? What's good, Johnny? Bendiciones to Ness and Johnny, man. To my Dominican brother Ness and my Dominican brother Jerry, man. We got to be a little bit more loving to each other, especially through what we're going through right now. Because that tragedy, bodies is adding up, Ness. It's like 300. Crazy, bro. It's crazy. Where I'm from, bro, a whole bunch of people lost their lives, bro. Crazy. I've been sad as shit, man. I feel so. You know how many little kids lost both parents, bro, that I personally knew? Crazy.
Wow.
You imagine leaving a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old and both parents are dead?
Yeah, man, that's not good. My condolences, brother. My condolences, man.
Yeah, I know, man. Everybody should treat each other with more compassion, you know? I took my troll off hat for this call, but let's get it back to boxing. Keyshawn getting a fluff fight, an easy fight. De Los Santos off these blood clots. Samson's cashing him out. Samson once again ruined another guy's career. Now De Los Santos basically George Kambosos without the accolades. Watch, after this dude, he's about to fight Murataya. Then after that, he's about to fight another one. De Los Santos is done, bro. But yeah, I guess Keyshawn's gonna do his thing. He should knock out De Los Santos. He's just too big, too strong, and two, he's been active. So you already know, man. You already know. Ness, you go suave. And you too, Johnny. Have a good night.
Hey, man, my condolences, man. I ain't know that shit hit you so close to home. Hopefully, you feel better. Um, yeah, man. Something like that needed to happen, though. The Dominican Republic, I told y'all, it's out of control, and those who have money can do what they want. That second floor addition of Jet Set probably wasn't and obviously I have no facts, but based off the way that country is run and is, that shit probably didn't go through inspection. There probably wasn't an architect that gave the okay that that building could support a second floor. Or maybe it could support a second floor, but it wasn't supposed to have generators on top of the roof, as well as like they had five generators and like five ACs on top of that roof, bro. So again, in the Dominican Republic, we don't have zoning. We don't have just the basic standards where someone can come through and quality control things, man. It's supposed to, but you can always pay somebody off, bro. So
1,000%.
hopefully
1,000.
this attention that the country is getting not only gets us some assistance, because we need assistance desperately. You know, I remember being young and always asking my dad, like, but why they don't help DR like they help Puerto Rico? And he never had a great answer. I'm gonna have to ask AI that shit because we could seriously use some help in DR. We don't even have some roads. Mad Bet 100 $5. I'm saying if Edwin was at his best, he would win, but he too will be compromised. Top Rank Diet. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If he shocks us, he's really gonna shit on me.
So you do believe that the rehydration is going to be more of a problem for De Los Santos because of the layoff?
Of course. Bro, if you haven't been cutting weight, how is it going to be easy to cut weight? And if you haven't been cutting weight, how is it that the first time in almost 2 years that you cut it is going to be easy to rehydrate restricted? I mean, yeah, maybe it doesn't bother him, but
I don't know, man. I mean,
talk trends,
we
but
don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying. Make us the 52nd state. You got Hawaii, you helping Hawaii. Motherfuckers don't even know about the other island they helping with an S. Shit somewhere over there by Hawaii is just chilling. Motherfuckers is just chilling. It's part of America. Like, help DR. We fucked down too. Real bad. Real bad. This roof collapse, and that's nothing compared to the rest of the shit. But I got H-Town in Houston. What up?
What up, Ned? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
That's sad, bro. That's sad, man. Poor people suffering out there, man. Hopefully, maybe we could get a little money together and ship it out there. But people are crooked, so you don't even know what you can do.
Yeah, man,
Hey,
that's hard, bro. I mean, the same thing happened in Puerto Rico. They sent all that water and donations to Puerto Rico, and then we found out that shit was just in fields rotting.
yeah.
We don't know. People need help, but it's hard to actually receive that help.
Hey, same thing happens in Africa, man. They send them all them water and food, and then the goddamn gangs go and bogart the goddamn food and take it off of themselves. Shit's crazy, man. That's what happened when we live in a lawless land, man, and third world country shit. People need to appreciate living in America more as much as people talk shit about it. But hey, man, so we're already
Greatest country in the
diminishing
world. Greatest
Keyshawn's
country in
win
the
before
world.
he even won. So then we're gonna go ahead and diminish Boots' win, right? Because the guy was coming off of a 1-year layoff. He hadn't cut weight in a long time. They went and got the rehydration, full rehydration. So Boots was way bigger than him. So yeah, we go ahead and diminish that one too, right? Let's keep it on the same thing for everybody then. Y'all already shit on Keyshawn's win before he even got it. And that fight, I'd like to see Keyshawn come out boxing the first half of the fight, then go try to for the finish in the second half. I don't want to see him come out and try to brawl while he's fully energized, man, because that could be dangerous. But yeah, man, stop all the hating, man. Fight hasn't even happened, you already hate it. Oh yeah, Keyshawn for the win, of course, man. He's part of the team. I'm out.
Yo, maybe
All
I'm
right.
slow, man, but I'm not understanding that, though, Ness. Like, it's not like I get the layoff, but it's not like we're asking this guy to take the fight on a 2-week notice. He's getting a full training camp.
But again, also an injury, coming off an injury, also the blood clot, also the layoff, also the rehab. Like, you trying to overlook that. Like, bro, like, how many things are stacked against Keyshawn?
You mean in his favor?
No, because those things are stacked against De Los Santos. And
Right.
is there
which means they're
anything? Is there
Keyshawn's favor.
anything in is there in Keyshawn's favor? But is there anything in De Los Santos' favor? Oh my God! It's like y'all don't understand. One lump says PR is American territory. Maybe that's why. Like, the sarcasm in y'all comments is so stupid. It's like, I know PR is part of America, but there was a time when they weren't. They were independent at one time. They got assistance from America and became part of the fucking country. And it's better. It's more beneficial. I've been to Puerto Rico. It's very, very similar to Miami. You know, it looked not like Miami, the party part. Miami, the actual city, the construction. You know, the streets, the way that
San Juan, you're talking about, right? The capital.
Yeah, San
You're talking
Juan.
about San Juan.
San Juan.
Yeah.
But I even went, where's the Junque at? I was all the way over there. It's like the east or the west of the island, bro. So listen, their street lights are made of concrete, like Miami. Again, they weren't always part. They weren't always part. And I don't know the history. I'm not saying I'm a historian, but at one point in time, they received assistance from America. And that's all I'm saying is we need that too. We need that too, you know? Figure out what we could do to get that assistance and get it done. Because our country, the Dominican Republic, hasn't been popping since Trujillo. That president died like, fuck, I'm gonna have to ask AI, man, 50 years ago? And they be like, and my man be like,
I gotta hear it.
Man, why you doing this to CYP? You ain't shit. CYP, you see who it is? It's not me. It's him. It's not me. It's him.
We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack.
Clean your motherfucking fire back.
We're about to fuck around and find out. Ain't no motherfucking timeouts. We're about to swing. Yeah. I'm a coward, I'm a loser. I'm him. I'm a sucio hijo puta. I'm him. I ain't shit, never been shit. I'm him. The last motherfucker you want beef with. I'm him. I'm mud made, concrete jungle raised. I'm built brick by brick. I stick to the script. No pain, no gain, no games played. In my claim to fame, I duck no phase. I move, check the state like a barbecue truck. Bring the smoke, bring the beef, cook 'em up, cook 'em up. You know, friendom's no game. That same energy, fuck your handshake, throw 'em up, throw 'em up.
Nah, motherfucker, get you to it. The feeling has fucking arrived. I want no brain, no brain.
Clean your motherfucking fire back. And fire back.
I hear you, Mr. CYP. I hear you.
Yo, did Jerry call himself a sucia and a puta on that shit?
I don't know. I thought he said sucio. Did he say puta? We gonna need the lyrics. We need the lyrics. We need the lyrics, man. Damn, he said, bro. I'm a sucio, I'm a puto. No, maybe he said hijo de puto. No, hijo de puta, maybe. I'm a sucio hijo de puta, maybe. Hijo,
All right, I gotta hear that
hijo
again.
de puta. Hijo de puta.
Hijo de puta.
One lump sum. We read that. One lump sum. I'ma have to look that up. How PR became territory. Yeah, bro. And Hawaii and the other island that I can't pronounce. What is it? Samoa. They all part. They all got help. Help my motherfucking country. We need help. And guess what? Americans should be able to go over to the Dominican Republic with their license. I mean, first of all, isn't America helping San Martin? Isn't that also part of America? San Martin. You can fly to San Martin with just a fucking license. You know what I'm saying? Help DR. Help DR. Help DR. That's all we saying. You help everybody else. They put their nose in everybody else's business. Let's be real. Every goddamn day they helping someone else. You know, sending money to someone else. You know, they just ain't asking me who they should send the money to. Hawk, what up?
You got to shout out to your boy Trump, bro.
Yo, TBV, what up, Ness?
What up?
Yep.
Hey, what's that? The hangout spot. What's up, dog?
What up, dog?
Hey, too much, man. That Keyshawn fight is on, man. I like it, man. I like it. I'm just surprised that so many people are like discounting Edwin, man. I mean, I like Keyshawn is the guy. For him taking this fight shows me he's a gorilla for real. Because I think Edwin is a very, very dangerous fight. That boy is dedicated, man. So what's the odds? They put them out already?
For this fight, I could check Pro Boxing odds for sure for you.
Yeah, I'm wondering how outside they sleeping on this Edwin boy, man. Damn, if Keyshawn could go in there and wreck shop him, oh yeah, Keyshawn he on some Sugar Ray Leonard status. He on some super status because that boy sharp. I like it. I like him. I like Keyshawn too and Shakur, all three, but. I just believe that you can't go in and straight try to knock that boy out.
The line ain't come out, but Keyshawn was a minus 430 over Baranchek, a minus 650 over Gustavo, a minus 2,000 over Miguel Medueno, and those were his last three fights. Were supposedly his last toughest fights, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no shit. Okay. Well, I don't doubt Keyshawn. I just praise him for taking this fight. I think this is a very good fight. I'm just shocked that nobody else see it that way. I think the Shakur jumping in and out like that took a lot of out of the fight where people really couldn't see that boy's talent because Shakur was like so far out of reach of him, so it made the whole. And then they didn't really throw punches. But man, I'm all for this fight. I think this is going to be the fight of the year. Yeah, this is going to be that. But other than that, and from earlier, I'm still with David Benavidez and Canelo. That's the best fight. TVV, you're number one, my brother.
I hope. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility.
Oh, no! Richard steals!
Of the show. Let's see what we got. Couple super chats we got to catch up on. One lump sum, $5. Midway Island is a military strategic spot in the Pacific Ocean for the Air Force and Navy. I'm going to look up PR, though. My homework for tonight. According to Alex Vega, they bought it from Spain. And also, I was wrong. It's not St. Martin. It's the Virgin Islands that you could go with a driver's license, and it's part of America. All I'm saying is help them out. Julio Guzman, $5. Quote unquote, fair but firm was Joe Cortez. Quote unquote, let's get it on is Mills Lane. Damn, you so right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
I
What did we
messed that
say?
up.
What did we say?
We said
What did we
fair,
say?
fair but firm, but we messed it up. We gave the wrong person the wrong quote.
Oh.
Oh, this is real? This is real.
What?
Keyshawn Davis just signed. Oh, wow. Damn, why you signed now and not before this announcement? He just signed a
Sign what?
Riyadh season deal.
Oh, word?
Yeah, bro. Not that one. This one.
Shit. Yeah, but that makes no
Bro,
sense.
who's
So
this guy? Is this Nick Khan? Who's this guy? He's taking a picture with everybody.
I don't know who that dude is.
Anybody know who this guy is?
No clue. Looks like
Why
he might
is
be
he in
related
every
to Turkey.
picture? Where every time they sign a Riyadh deal, why is he there?
I don't know. He looked like he may be related to Turkey, though. Oh, shit. Ring is happy to welcome WBO lightweight champion Keyshawn as our brand ambassador.
Mm.
So what's this? The last fight
So
on...
do you
How
think
does it
that?
work?
Do you think that my oh my God is
What?
Turkey that like did he cut off Shakur and then get his Call of Duty buddy?
That's crazy if that happened.
Because I was about to say, damn, is he going to pay Keyshawn the money that is needed to get the Shakur fight? But he cut him off. So, you know.
I'm telling you, man, the chips are stacking on the side of maybe we get a Keyshawn and Shakur fight, man.
I don't know. Not with Shakur no longer being part of Riyadh. And now Keyshawn just signed this Riyadh season deal. Congratulations to him, though. You know, I don't know. What fight do they got there for him? I don't know. DJ Double D, $5. Puerto Rico allowed the U.S. to put a Navy base and an Army base on their land. That's why they get the help. Hey, bro, they could offer the same thing to us. We got more land than Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, how many people y'all got living on that island? We got 12 million on our island and so much fucking land. You know, they could put more than a naval base. They just need the help. We need the help. We got Ricks out of Delaware. How much for the glove raffle? I only have Cash App. Well, champ, lucky for you, we do accept Cash App and Zelle to be part of the raffle. In order to be part of the raffle, tell them what they need to do, Johnny. All right, I'll do it for you. They need to send in $25 to the Zelle you see on the screen or $25 to the Cash App in order to be part of the glove and headgear raffle that the Boxing Voice is holding, which will be announced the winner on April 30th. We'll be putting all the names in a virtual spinning raffle wheel where you'll see the winner chosen live on the show, and a measly little $25 is going to get you that banging set of gloves and that even better looking metallic and white leather headgear. So if you're going to be in Border Wars, this is perfect for you. For training, and the headgear, I'm pretty sure you could use it for fighting. We got Cliff in Connecticut. And I'm sure some of y'all been on Amazon and seen that whack shit they got. This shit better than that Everlast shit they got over there. Cliff, Connecticut.
Border Wars fighters, do they have to bring their own gloves to compete, or the gloves
No,
provided?
USA Boxing provides the gloves.
But you have to bring your own headgear, your own
Your own headgear and groin protector.
groin protector. Okay.
I got Philly Rican.
What's going on? Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the podcast, #1 podcast.
Appreciate
boxing in the world. Yo, I just want to say a couple things. So, you know, part of the education of American history should be mentioning and talking about Puerto Rico, because even before 1917, which that's when we became citizens, we fought in the World War. My great grandfather fought in World War I. So
there's a lot of relationship between Puerto Rico and the United States. This is just American history that isn't taught, because in reality, once America acquired Puerto Rico became the oldest colony of the United States. So that's just one part. But as far as everything that's federal down there, like the Yunque, the US Army bases, all that stuff, that's all ran by the United States. The federal government is the one that controls all of that. And then for the Keyshawn Davis fight, I think Keyshawn Davis give a lot of boxers, trouble. I'm looking forward for him to win this fight. If Shakur was able to do it, Keyshawn should be able to do it. I feel like Keyshawn has more of a, like Shakur has that defense, but I feel like Keyshawn Davis is more of a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really hungry. He's that dog, and I think that I would love to see a fight between him and Tiafimo, or somebody else at 135, like maybe Devin Haney. I think Keyshawn Davis give all those people trouble. That's my word.
For sure, for sure. Appreciate the history lesson, bro. I'm Dominican, by the way. My parents are Dominican, so yeah. So it's
Devin Haney can't
Fajardo.
make no face,
He said
man.
the Junca's in Fajardo too. Yeah, yo, send me your number, man. I'm gonna need you to translate. You know what? I was trying to get a Spanish interview today. Who the fuck was it? Pero.
Which one? Which one?
The one that signed, of course. The one that signed,
About
of
Daniel?
course.
Daniel?
Isn't it the
Or
other one?
Liniel?
Which one
The one
signed?
that
Let me
fights
double
Friday.
check.
The one that fights this Friday?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm double
Liniel.
checking on the Ring Magazine, Instagrami.
Former Olympian Liniel Perez. Pero. I'm sorry. Yeah, he
Yeah,
fights this Friday at Caribbean
Daniel.
Royale. Oh, it's
Yeah.
that. So that's what I said. Daniel, the fear.
Yeah. The one that
Bob
fights this
Santos'
week.
guy. No, I
He's
think
not the one
this
that's fighting?
Daniel. No, I think it's Liniel, his brother. His brother's fighting this weekend, if I'm
I'm
not
clicking on
mistaken.
Liniel's profile. I don't see nothing on his profile that says he's fighting this week. I'm checking his story, and
It's not.
he posted his brother at the Fear. So, yeah.
You sure, Ness?
I mean,
Because
I'm
I'm going
screen
to this
sharing
fight.
for you. Look, I'm screen sharing for you right now.
Because I'm actually
This
going to this
is
fight card.
this is the one you talking about, Lanier. He don't got
Linier,
no fight poster for Sunday or Saturday, and then on his
Friday.
story he's posting his brother. That's his brother.
Damn, how did I jack that up?
I don't know. You're Jackie Jack. It's all good. We don't get them all correct. James
Yeah, but I'm actually
Benitez,
going to that
$2.
card.
Shout out Vega. Keyshawn versus Cepeda by Turkey. Yeah, that's a good one there. You know, maybe Keyshawn said that. Let's sign Keyshawn. I mean, maybe Turkey said let's sign Keyshawn and give him the Cepeda fight since Shakur. You know, we can't come to an agreement with Shakur.
Bro, look up Box Labs IG, man. It's Liniel Pero.
That's fighting. I mean
Yes,
that's his
and it's
own
right. It's on
fault.
the
That's his
poster.
own fault that he's not even promoting his own fight. That's the problem with
It's on
these
the fight
guys.
poster. Yeah, it's on the fight poster. Friday, April 18th, Liniel Pero. I knew I wasn't bugging out.
Yeah, I see him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the point still remains. I want Danier, who signed the agreement.
Yeah, for sure. You know how many times I could have interviewed that guy if my Spanish was good live?
I've interviewed him in person. He's actually pretty cool. I recorded him training and stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah,
cool.
cool dude.
Phone line are open. I just went to somebody.
Who's on the line? You gotta hit
Unmute.
gotta
I think that's
unmute
Big
that
Gucci.
button.
You
Yeah.
there? Big Gucci Nick, you having connection issues. Al in the Bay, what do you say?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Straight from the Bay Area.
So I can't really see the whole title. It's just Keyshawn and Elwin. Is that the title?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I can't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the fight
official.
is
June
official.
7th.
They're going to be doing a press conference on Friday, and we're asking, can Keyshawn outdo Shakur?
Oh, he's on for sure. I'll do Shakur. Um, I think Keyshawn can get the stoppage. If Keyshawn don't get the stoppage, then it's a problem because you get a dude that got a year layoff and all these things on top of him, and he's supposed to be the puncher. So, um, not saying like Shakur couldn't stop him. Shakur is normally the boxer, the defensive boxer, you know. So now Edwin is fighting a boxer puncher. So yeah, man. So it's another form uh of boxing. You know, now can Edwin stop them bullets from flying towards his way? Because we already know Keyshawn's gonna let loose eventually. Um, because he's not gun shy. And right now, I think he get the stoppage. I want to say in the fifth round, he gonna get the stoppage. Then that's my call.
All right. Last call for callers. Last call. Last call. We got Big Gucci Nick. Check in. Right now we at 239,676. I need 400 more people. We want that
What up,
240,000.
gang?
What up, champ?
What up?
Yeah, man. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Shout out to Johnny, man.
Hello.
Yo, Ness, you onto something, bro. Yo, that's crazy.
What's up?
Shakur goofy for that, bro. I'm heated right now, bro. Yo, he know the only financer that'll fund that fight for the Keyshawn fight is Turkey, man. That's why he cut him off. And then all of a sudden, Keyshawn signed with Riyadh. That's nasty work, man. Nah, this Call of Duty shit pissing me off, bro. He's scary, man. He know Keyshawn spanks him, bro. I can't believe two champions in the same division moving like that. That's nasty work, bro. That's crazy. Yo, nah, that Brandon Adams interview was nasty work, man. All I know is that shit was hella long, and I don't remember a single thing he said, bro. No cap. Um, yo, what division he in? Still 160?
54, but he can fight at 60.
Oh, okay, man. So what is he not like highly ranked at 54? I mean, there's some killers out there for him. Um, nah, I can't even speak on that, man. I listened through the whole interview, man. He probably answered my questions. I just couldn't listen, man. But yo, Keyshawn De Los Santos, Keyshawn gonna fuck him up within 6 rounds, bro, or less. The timing is perfect for this, bro. De Los Santos coming off a long layoff. We had high hopes for Stanny, and shout out to Stanny. Still, congratulations on the baby and shit. But we see what the ring rust do, man. Coming off around the same length of layoff too, bro. And plus this dude had like blood clots and shit, man. Uh, so yeah, man, the time is perfect for this. It's gonna be a Keyshawn KO within 6 rounds. Top Rank know what they doing, man. Matter of fact, uh, you can't say Top Rank, right? He just signed with Riyadh.
Who? Keyshawn?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Hold up.
same shit. Riyadh,
Yeah,
Top
man,
Rank,
but
same shit. Because the Riyadh thing is just an ambassador. Remember that, what's my man name? Anue got a bag just to put on a shirt and shit. So it's just an ambassador thing.
yo, and yeah, nah. Shout out to Shoo Shoo on that signing too with the whole ambassador thing too, man. Because they're trying to get these guys in the same proximity as far as business, man. And I see a huge super fight coming, man, with Shushu and Inoue. That's just gonna be fire, man. I can't wait. Yeah, nah, Turkey been quiet lately, but it does seem like he making moves on the back, man. So shout out to Turkey. Yeah, man, that's all I got, gang. We keep listening.
You the man, champ. Tip
So
Bayless. Oh, my bad.
in what world, like you don't foresee with all the shit that's happening right now with Keyshawn getting all this shine, with Keyshawn that could potentially outdo Big Bro in this next performance. You can't see any scenario where you fast forward and public demand will get both of those guys in the ring.
I never said no. I'm all for these. Remember, I wanted Jamel and Errol to fight. I ain't got no
But you know
problem
what I'm
with these
saying?
dudes
Like
fight. I
Shakur,
just got an issue when people try to ask for brothers to fight, like the Charlos or the Klitschko's. But yeah, I mean, these guys could scrap. Let them scrap.
I could see that shit
Yo,
happening, man. Yo,
What's up?
what it
What's
do,
up?
man?
What's up? What's up?
Before I start my call, man, I seen Brandon Adams was on. It's just for all my anime watchers, man. It's just nasty what they was doing on Naruto. They was out there using them little orphan kids as weapons of mass destruction. You know what I'm saying? All for peace. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest contradictory ever. Using orphan kids as weapons of mass destruction to push peace is disgusting. But yeah, man, I'm surprised y'all ain't talking about the turkey announcement, man. With them prices, But I guess we're gonna say that for tomorrow, because that is disgusting. Very much so. That is
What?
disgusting.
2 fights for
That,
$90? That sounds cheap to me.
yo, the fact that they even considering charging $60 for Canelo versus William Skull is a disgrace. That is horrendous. For them to charge us that, and then for that bullshit that Jaime Munguia fight that we had got for free on ESPN, no, terrible, bro, terrible, absolutely terrible, bro. And then that fight was one side. These are a bunch of one-sided fights that we're about to get for $59.99 on pay-per-view. That absolutely disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. And then they charging us $59.99 for the other card. But if you get it as a bundle, it's $90. Most likely, man, people gonna buy that bundle just because. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but who doesn't want to watch both fights? Like, I
I
get
mean,
it.
I
If
don't
you
really
fire sticking, that's cool. I ain't got nothing against you,
listen.
but
We
I personally have to buy both as a business owner. So it's
we only
cheaper
gonna
for
watch the
me.
Canelo fight.
Is it
Listen,
not?
we only go.
We only
No,
watching
it
it.
is cheaper.
What you mean we only
It
watching
is
it?
cheaper,
Why wouldn't
but
I want to
listen,
watch Tio and
listen to
Barboza?
what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. We only gonna watch the Canelo fight because it's on Cinco de Mayo. That's the only reason we gonna watch that fight, because it's on that
Nah,
weekend.
I don't think it's
That's
about the
the,
weekend. It's the undercard. Like, it's the card. It's the
no, it's
fight.
definitely
It's the
about the
fight.
weekend.
Who
Because if
gives
it
a fuck
wasn't,
about the weekend? What are you talking about?
because if it
We
wasn't a
not
holiday
casual
weekend,
fans.
if it wasn't a holiday weekend, nobody would consider buying this whack ass pay per view, man.
My brother,
It's just
we not casuals. Canelo's fighting for undisputed.
I get what you're saying. But it's just that extra flair to it. You know what I'm saying? That Canelo's fighting on Cinco de Mayo. You know what I'm saying? It's just that extra flair it adds on to it. Outside of that,
Man, I don't
you know
want
what
to
I'm
hear
saying? If
nothing
it
about
wasn't for
that
it being on
shit.
this specific weekend,
I don't want
nobody
to
would
hear
buy this
nothing.
shit.
I don't want to hear nothing about Cinco de Mayo. Everybody want to see Marco Verde make his debut. No one has an issue with Badu Jack versus Noel Milalenkin, the official, true
Man, ain't no
WBC
one talking
champion.
about Badu Jack, man.
No one
Ain't
has
no
an
one talking about
issue.
Badu Jack,
No
bro.
one has an issue with F.A. Ajagba, Martin Bacoli. No one has an issue with
Who
Jaime
ain't got an
Munguia.
issue? Who ain't got an issue with that
has
fight?
an issue with Jaime Munguia doing his rematch, and no one got an issue with Canelo being two-time undisputed.
Of course, no one got an issue with Jaime Munguia getting his rematch. I mean, the nigga got knocked out. Yeah, go get your rematch, bro. You was the A side, you got knocked out. Go get your rematch. But to put that bullshit on pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying?
It's just disgusting. That shit, if you watch that fight, you know that fight was a one-sided ass whooping, and Jaime McGee just ended up getting clipped. That's all it was, bro. Bruno Sakaros, he ain't got shit for Jaime, bro. This about to be another one-sided ass whooping again. Bacoli versus Ojagba, man, fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. Give my man FA something better. We shouldn't be fighting no fucking Martin Bacoli coming off a fucking knockout loss. Give us something serious, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna put us in the title
Man,
contention. Run me for a counter.
this a business. I'm sure FA ain't got no fucking problem fighting somebody coming over knockout loss for Riyadh season money.
Nah, man, that's a step behind, man. That nigga just got knocked out. You can run me for one. You can run me for one.
I doubt he taking it as a step behind.
That nigga just got knocked out, man. Nah, we need to take steps forward, bro. Fuck out of here. FA, how old now, man? Nah, we can't be looking backwards, man.
It'll still be the biggest win. It'll still be the biggest win in his career.
I mean, I guess what? Because Bacoli beat Jared Anderson?
No, just because that's FA's biggest win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's his biggest win because Bacoli only beat Jared Anderson. Like, he beat a prospect. Come on, man. We don't need that nigga, bro. We don't need that nigga. Give us something better. We don't need that nigga. Respectfully, man. Come on, dog. This is a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of BS. And then shout out to the GOAT, man. She really, like I said, man, she's standing 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? She asking the tough questions. You know what I'm saying? That media members aren't asking. You know, why does MVP have this, you know what I'm saying, oh so amazing female stable, but they not talking about Amanda Serrano and Alicia Baumgartner getting into the ring fighting each other. This is
so we matchmaking now. So she a matchmaker
now. Fuck out of here, Tone. Fuck out of here, Tone. Man, they out here playing these games, man. They Fortnite buddies. They done grouped everybody up, and now they done became Power Rangers. It's nasty over there, MVP, man. It's nasty. They over there trying to form a Megazord, man. They really over there trying to form a Megazord to go against Clarissa Shields. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. I'm appalled. They got to do better, man. We need that Baumgartner versus Serrano fight. If y'all really want to make Baumgartner a superstar, put her in there against the winner, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Respectfully, bro. Respectfully. But yeah, man, Edwin De Los Santos, I don't like the fight coming off the layoff. If anything, I think De Los Santos should come to the DMV to get some work for this camp. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn's going to be a guy. Coming off that layoff, Keyshawn's going to be a guy looking, and he does it anyway. He's going to be looking to attack the body. That's his game plan, man. In every fight, is to get to that body. I think De Los Santos need to come out here for that work, get that stylistic look in preparation for a Keyshawn Davis, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of work you need if you're gonna go in there against a Keyshawn, man. That style, that matchup right now coming off that layoff, and you not being as active, you need that look. You need that look, because I don't think them dudes, wherever he had in camp.
What look is you giving them?
Man, I mean, we got a certain style out here, man. We got a certain style out here.
Okay. Who is he going? Who
he
going to spar?
Keyshawn. I mean, hey, man, he can hit up some dudes from Andrew Council Gym, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Council got some work out there. It's good luck for him. I'm telling you. Help your Dominican brother, I hope. You know what I'm saying? I know what Keyshawn coming to do. It's not going to be a good look for him. He might stop him.
All right, champ. You the man, though. You the man.
Man, salute.
What up, Tone? Superstar.
What up? Salute Ness. Salute Johnny. Salute the chat.
Yo, the chat been cooking today, bro.
For real?
They're about to KO guests. They're about to KO the show.
I like that. That's that chaos I like. I like that chaos.
The chat been cooking. Shout out to the chat, bro.
Hey, man. They announced the Canelo score, huh?
The price, you mean?
Yeah.
We streaming Fire Stick Boys back outside. We ain't paying for that. We pay May 2nd.
Terrible.
Ryan A-Side Garcia. I just talked to Ryan, and Ryan said, I'm putting hands and feet on people in sparring. Hands and feet.
Okay.
5 days till April 20th, trap back open nest. Yeah, April 20th, trap back open nest. It's back open. The junior face of boxing is back.
What? So what happened to all that? Yo, I'm afraid for this fight. I'm so afraid for this fight.
Hey,
It's a
man.
tough fight, bro.
Hey, man. He told me a sparring. No, who did he post somebody on his story, and the dude was cooked, man. Ryan taking all that frustration out on him, man. April 20th, trap back open.
You seen Ryan's dad in the recent short, all in the comment section, saying you right, or whoever the caller was saying that Ryan could beat Boots at 54.
Yeah.
It's funny, they come out when you say something that they like. If you say something they don't like, then they hate you. All in the comment section looking like Suge Knight. Somebody, yeah, he's right. A focused Ryan is a dangerous Ryan.
Hey, that's true. Coach Henry birthed that man. He glazed them yams respectfully. He glazed Ryan Garcia. Pause. What I'm saying. We back, bro. We back. Johnny, imagine Edgar Berlanga was on suspension and he was coming out on the 20th. Trap back open. How you say trap back open in Spanish? Trap back open. It's back open.
I got DJ Double D, $5. He tripping. Hand on face emoji. What's going on? I'm with it. It's like buying a Canelo fight and getting a free Tio, Devin, and Ryan fight. Yeah.
Word.
Like if you a fire sticker, you a fire sticker. You know, I wish I could be a fire sticker and do my job, but you know, my shit spinning while I'm trying to do my job. I mean, I just take my shit seriously. So, you know, outside of that, it's like, since I'm going to pay anyway, Devin, Ryan, Tio, that was $90. That was $80 plus the tax. Anyway, that's what I expected. Canelo, I ain't expect him to lower his price. I didn't expect. You can suck your teeth all you want. Motherfucking Skull coming with a belt. Berlanga did not. And the price was still $90. Skull got a belt. This for undisputed. Berlanga was just a defense. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, but
that was the
deal.
PBC going rate, Ness. That's the PBC going rate. That was a PBC.
That's the Canelo going rate. Check Canelo prices.
Riyadh.
How much is the Canelo fight, though? No, don't give me the Riyadh. Riyadh lowered Canelo price.
Right.
What don't you get?
I'm not complaining about it.
Show me Canelo price lower than $90. Show me. How much was the Triple G fight?
Those were like $60 probably.
How much was the Triple
$59.99.
G and the Bevo fight? Those was on the zone. Somebody send the prices to that.
Hey, man. Glass half full, I get it. But no, don't be trying to give us the crackhead deal turkey out of sheet. Where them $20 at, nigga? Respectfully. Where's the $20 pay-per-views? There is receipts online. I'm trying to cap it at $20. Ding, 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 ding. Canelo here. $80. No, nigga. 20. You don't cap for him, Ness. This shit supposed to be
funny. You want to take shots at Turkey, but this morning you ain't had nothing to say. But no, you are right in this situation. He did say he was trying to make pay-per-view $25. You right. So he lied again. But this is something we know, right? Like he told you to our face, he said, I lie to y'all. Like I put bullshit out there. So look, I forgot all about that. He did tell us, I'm making $25 for the world. Like, yeah, he played us, bro. He played us.
He got me buying. I bought it. I bought one of them damn Riyadh season cards. Nasty work.
Which one?
The one where Rockstar Shakur put on the only one where people came to watch Shakur Stevenson. They didn't care about nobody else on the card but Shakur. Respectfully.
Oh, that was a $26 one. That's why you bought it. All right, I got you. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I got you. I still debate if you did buy that shit, by the way.
No, this is nasty. Nasty.
DM me a fucking receipt.
Let me
The
get
man
to
said
Jersey guys.
$25.
He did say 25. I forgot all about that. That is nasty work. But again, there's nothing I could do. I'm gonna have to buy it. Y'all gotta steal it. I gotta buy it.
I'm
Jersey
just making my
Bob.
comments myself.
What's up? Johnny Two Tone. That's
What up?
good marketing by it's good marketing by Turkey and the Sheik because if he put that bundle together, you got to buy both fights now. You got to buy both fights. So I'm gonna have to buy both fights, especially my five stick wasn't working this weekend. Man, I gotta get my guy to fix it.
Oh shit.
But if I can't find him,
Nah,
I'm gonna have to pay.
Hey yo, Fire Sticks is down. I ain't gonna front, bro. I've been talking to my guy like, yo, my shit been acting up. I ain't been able to use my shit for like the last 3 days.
Damn, for real?
Oh,
Nah,
something
for
going
real.
on.
For real. I ain't
Yeah,
playing.
I can't
I
use mine,
literally
but
told him,
but I,
I said, yo, last year was all good. This year, the whole first quarter was whack. Like I'm considering give me the rest of my year back because I paid for the year. Yeah, give me the rest of my
yeah.
year. Like this shit. I
That's a
don't
no
even
no.
like talking to motherfuckers, but I gotta keep texting you. Now you got me sending you screenshots and videos. Like I feel like I gotta prove to you that your Fire Stick don't work. Like nah, bro. Look, give my money before shit get ugly.
Um, I'm not letting other people. I don't think Shakur has to fight Keyshawn. If they friends that want to fight, I don't see the problem. Now I know in the past some friends that fought, but if them dudes don't want to fight, they don't want to fight. Ain't no reason for you to get in the ring with your boy. I'm for real. There's no reason. So, but I do think Keyshawn is going to do better against Santos. But yeah, people be lying. De La Santos landed like 20 punches in 12 rounds. Shakur dominated him. The man ain't laying a punch. He landed like 2 punches a round. And people keep sleeping on that like that ain't nothing. That's something. You're a professional boxer. You ain't laying like 20 punches in 12 rounds. That's great defense. So, but Keyshawn's gonna get hit more than that. So it's gonna be more exciting. But it ain't gonna be more dominating. Keyshawn ain't gonna be more dominating than that. He gonna get hit more than 20 times. So I don't know what y'all think about that.
I don't
Yeah.
know about Keyshawn gonna get hit 20 more times by who?
I mean, De La Sanders gonna land more punches against Keyshawn than he did against Shakur. But he gonna land double the punches on Keyshawn. He couldn't hit Shakur. What was the lowest punch total ever in box? Brett? I mean, CompuBox box, a 12-round fight until Devin's fight. That's what it was. He couldn't hit Shakur. He gonna be able to hit Keyshawn, but Keyshawn gonna spark him out about 8. But he's still gonna land more punches than he did against Shakur. So, what you think about Josh Padley got back in the ring before Shakur?
I mean,
Y'all see that Padley fighting this weekend?
it just proved that he was really an electrician and he's cheaper than Shakur. No, it's no knock on Shakur. Shakur has accomplished more, so he costs more. When you
All
ain't
right.
got when you
What's
ain't
up?
got listen, when I don't gotta pay you $3 million to get in the ring, how many times you could get in the ring?
What's up with this turkey thing tomorrow? I don't know if you're having something about it tomorrow. What's this turkey thing happening tomorrow? Thursday night. What's this turkey thing happening Thursday night? When I get off, maybe you can explain what's going on with it. Because I really don't know what's going on with this turkey thing. It's on the zone. But all right, that's it, gentlemen. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Keyshawn about to put hands and feet on De La Santos.
Correct.
Richard Steele stops the fight.
Yeah, man. Whooping that man. Pillar to post, post to pillar. Yeah, man. Pay-per-view supposed to be 25. Now, $50 weekend, that would have been fire.
Nah, for sure.
What,
Word. Coach G said Roxy's weigh-ins is Friday on 3. Let me see. I don't even think I follow this YouTube channel. 360 boxing promotion, 360 promotions. Let me see if I don't know. Anybody know what's the actual name of the shit?
360 Promotions. She's with Tom Laughlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, 360 Promotions.
Oh,
She
yeah,
got a
it
weigh
is.
in?
It is with Tom.
She got a weigh in?
She do.
Damn.
It's
He fights
scheduled.
this weekend.
I'm gonna make sure to watch that at night. Some R&B in the background.
This man is.
Oh man.
They gotta be careful with you around the ladies, man. You do not play. Are we sure this the channel? Let me see what date the last video. This shit look crazy, bro. This should say 4 years ago was the last video. I'm unfollowing this. Somebody send me the right one, man.
Hold on, let me find it.
I'm unsubscribing for this shit. It say Tom Laughlin and everything, but there's no way this could be it.
Because they had a live. They had a live show.
It says 4 years ago. They got a video of Sergey Boacek highlights from 4 years ago. And let me see. They got one short. This shit dead. But anyway, let me now that Tone's here.
Hold on. Is it Rush Hour?
And my man be like,
I gotta hear it.
Man, why you doing this to CYP? You ain't shit. CYP, you see who it
No,
is? It's not me. It's him. It's not me. It's him.
We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack.
Claim your place, you motherfucking fire back.
We're about to fuck around and find out. Ain't no motherfucking timeouts. We're about to swing. Swing. Yeah. I'm a coward, I'm a loser. I'm him. I'm a sushoy puta. I'm him. I ain't shit, never been shit. I'm him. The last motherfucker you want beef with. I'm him. I'm mud made, concrete jungle raised. I'm built brick by brick. I stick to the script. No pain, no gain, no games played. And my claim to fame, I duck no phase. I move set the state like a barbecue truck. Bring the smoke, bring the beat, cook 'em up, cook 'em up. You know, friend them's no game. That same energy, fuck your handshake, blow 'em up, blow 'em up. Nah, motherfucker, teach me to it. The feeling that fucker to rhyme. I want no brain, no brain.
Claim your place, you motherfucking fire back. And fire back.
Motherfucker said Mystical and DMX definitely his favorite rappers.
The beginning of
He
that be
do
fucking
got
me
the
up.
little DMX flow. My man Jerry about to get recognized at this age is shit off the DMX flow, bruh.
Yeah.
Yo, how old is Jerry? How old is Jerry?
58, you know?
Okay. The beginning of that always throws me off. I'm thinking y'all talking and shit.
Yeah.
And he did say sucio hijo de puta, Ness.
Told you. He won't call himself on a puta. But you know. Let's see. We got Trees, Toledo, Ohio.
Build my fight while yonder.
Y'all, what up though? What up though? Of course, man. You know it's Trees from round yonder. Of course. What up? Putting hands and hooves on motherfuckers, bows and toes, and all the good shit. But hey. Shout out to my nigga Charles Conwell, man. We fighting this weekend. Fuck what you heard, man. Last 6 fights, 5 knockouts. You understand me? Virgil, we on your ass like a diaper rash. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to my man Brandon Adams, man. I enjoyed that interview and shit like this, man. I appreciate his cancer. You feel me? I like go. But what's going on with my guy Johnny from the Hangout Spot?
What's good? What's
Am
good,
I?
man?
Is this true, man? Is this true? Is it true? Are we gonna have my
Hey,
guy Albert
Trees.
Bill on the hangout spot
Hey,
tomorrow
Trees.
around what 9 p.m.?
Hey, Trees, don't
Yes,
ignore me,
sir. Yes, sir.
motherfucker. Don't
Albert
be
Bell in the building,
ignoring me.
baby.
Don't be ignoring me, Trees. I know you on some
What the hell
bullshit
is that?
right now.
What the fuck is
You know you gotta talk about Charles Conwell being on the undercard of a female. We ain't gonna let
Whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa! I don't see.
No,
Now look,
no,
ain't nothing
we
wrong
not
with
gonna let
that.
you get that
We're
off.
we're under. Whoa, see, we're on the undercard of an undisputed championship fight.
But why?
I don't have a problem with that.
But
I don't
why?
have a problem being on the undercard of an undisputed
But why?
championship fighter. You see me?
But
Hey, I'm
why?
just saying.
We
But
wanna
what you?
know
It's a. We don't.
why.
I'm sorry. It's an undisputed champion. Who am I to? Who
It's
am I
not
to? Who would
fair.
I be to overshadow
Why is he
that
on the
accomplishment?
undercard of a girl? It
Yeah,
ain't
but
fair.
so you telling me you telling me an undisputed champion isn't deserving of a main event, Ness? Is it just because would it just because they're or a woman or something like that? That would sound pretty sexist on your part, Ness. I will hope that isn't the case. I hope that's not what you're trying to say. Because I respect
Why you
champions
say what?
in
What?
equal. I respect champions equally. And an undisputed champion, no matter what gender or weight class, you feel me, will get my undoubted respect. And I would love for my fighter to be a co-main event.
Bottom line, he on the undercard of a girl.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shout out to Gabriela
Don't nobody want
Fundora,
to hear that
undisputed
shit.
champ. Whoa, whoa,
What
whoa.
the fuck
Undisputed
is going
champion. That's
on, Treese? Toledo,
wow.
Ohio, not in this
Hey, man.
motherfucker. Y'all supposed to be holding him down. How he the undercard? This shit
He
crazy,
killing me
man.
with this shit, yo. Hey,
Bananas.
shout
Hey,
out to
put your
Brian
listen.
Norman. Ain't no whoa. Shout out to Brian Norman, man. A WBO champion, you feel me, who was on the undercard of a women's championship fight. See, I'm not one of these guys, man. You talking to the ambassador of women's boxing around here. Shout out to my nigga King Amin. Like I say, if Jake Paul are on this bitch in the DAZN and MVP, man, we would love to get a show, Ming and King Amin talking that women's boxing shit. You hear me? Shout out O'Shea Jones. You feel me? 154-pound world champion out of Toledo, Ohio. But that's neither here nor there, Ness. I just wanted to call in and talk about my fighter. Damn. Shout out
Bruh,
Charles Conwell.
I ain't
Shout
said
out
nothing.
Albert Bell. You feel me?
I ain't said nothing. Y'all
Oh, okay. That must have been Alvin in the background then, I
you
guess,
know
huh?
it.
Oh,
You know
oh,
it.
say
My
less.
dude, my dude was on the undercard of Michaela Mayer, so that wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Say less. Like I say, man, we on the undercard of an undisputed championship fighter. You feel me? I have no gripes with that at all. You see me? Shout out Gabriela Fundora. But I want to say, man, I don't know what the fuck Tip Bayless is smoking, bro, but you bugged the fuck out, gang. We quite excited for this Canelo. I won't say we excited for Canelo versus Skull, but we excited for the Canelo card, my nigga. That Badu Jack, anybody with ears who been listening to me call around this motherfucker know that I'm foaming at the mouth for that fight. It might not be Ryan Rozicki like it was originally scheduled to be, but this Michaela nigga, I'm with that. This is for the true WBC crown. You feel me? I'm with the shit. And like I say, if Badu Jack can find a way to get this win, I need David Benavidez to get up there and get that fight. Not now, but right now. You feel me? I need you to get a hold
Wait,
of Badu
wasn't you the
Jack if you can
same
get
dude
that
wanted
dub.
him to fight Ben Whitaker? Now you switching up?
No, whoa, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody ever said shit about no. If anybody should be fighting Ben Whitaker, it should be my nigga Khalil Cole. Shout out to O'Shea Jones. You feel me? But yeah, let me rock out. We rolling. We rocking and we rolling. Fuck it. Like I say, if anybody should be getting that Ben Whitaker fight, man, it should be Khalil Cole, man. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, man. Like I say, that's the fight for game. And that F.A. Jogba and Bacoli, I like that fight as well. In my eyes, Ness, am I tripping to think that the winner of a F.A. Jogba and Martin Bacoli fight, do you think that they can get Anthony Joshua possibly in Africa? I've been hearing that motherfucking Turkey Al Sheikh talking about he want to expand to Africa. I think a Jogba and Bacoli, the winner of that, you should get AJ. And you definitely should fight him in Africa. That should be fire. What you think about that hangout spot, Two-Tone? What y'all think?
In Africa, I like it in Africa. I like that.
That's all I'm
I don't have a
saying, man.
problem with it.
For sure, that's a fire play. You see me? Like I like this card, man. If Jaime Munguia can find a way to get it back in blood, you see me? If he don't, then fuck it. That mean that we just got another contender in the Bruno Saras guy. I'm with the shit. If Jaime can get it back, then fuck it. He move on. Possibly he get the Berlanga fight. Hey, I like this card, man. I'm not bullshitting. I like this card. And then and then the little caveat that people don't realize is that motherfucker Canelo, everybody expecting him to knock William Skull's shit loose. And if he does, my nigga, he gonna have a big round number of 40 knockouts. That'll be pretty fucking fire. 40 knockouts on your record, bro. You'll have more knockouts than most motherfuckers got fights out here, Canelo. That'll be pretty damn legendary. And I'm gonna be locked in. I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's a big accomplishment, 40 knockouts. But hey, what do I know? And I just want to say, man, I'm excited as fuck for this WBC Grand Prix, man. I'm with it. I love tournament style
I'm glad you brought that up because I don't know how people could even get excited. They're doing such a poor job promoting it for starters. Secondly, there's no structure. Where can I find
what you mean? It's on the WBC. They got the whole lineup.
Where can I find the brackets? Where can I see who's
They got the whole lineup on WBC. If you go to WBC website, the whole bracket is on there. Well, shout out. I want to say, right now, I just want to say, whoa. I just want to say shout out to some of the representatives from the UFC who gonna be competing in this tournament. You feel me? I want to say shout out to Anderson Kanye. You feel me? We will be tuned in on Thursday to watch you. I want to say shout out to my nigga Troy Nash. You feel me? We will be tuned in. Shout out to Jermaine Hardison. We will be tuned in. Shout out to Iman Lee. We will be tuned in. I hope you do your thing this Thursday, guys. And Ness, I hope you can get some of these guys on the show, man. Specifically Troy Nash. We fuck with him the long way, and I would love to see him get this shit done come Thursday, my God. But shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio, and shout out to the Hangout Spot. Tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. We gonna have Albert Bell, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Y'all be cool.
Salute.
Damn. That nigga Punch went in on Clarissa.
Richard Steele stops the fight. On Clarissa?
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, I mean, I seen something. I didn't read the whole post, but I seen that she was hating. That he said she was hating again on Amanda. You know, anytime she says something about Amanda, he defends.
Yeah.
So what did he say? Or you think it's too bad?
Nah. He says, okay, let me say it since many won't. Shields got nothing left to offer women's boxing. She's at a weight that cannot enhance her legacy, respectfully, because we all know there aren't full-time boxers up there. And it's unfair to ask a near 200-pounder to cut 40 to 50 pounds to make weight. We wouldn't ask Usyk to make 168 to fight Canelo. Shields is not in the business of generally elevating women's boxing unless everyone is popping her ass pimples. Lord. So while everyone is in support of what MVP is doing,
She ain't got
led
no
by
pimples on her ass, by the way. That ass don't have no pimples.
I've checked, and I love the stretch marks too. That means you've went through something, and I nothing wrong with stretch marks, respectfully. So she said, so why everyone is in support of what MVP is doing, led by Amanda Serrano, Baumgartner, and Cole, Shields sees it as a threat rather than a unified front. Shields should make her mark in MMA. I agree. Where she's actually more entertaining fighter. I agree. In the octagon.
How she more entertaining in a sport that she lost? Y'all disrespectful. I ain't even care about that shit. How y'all gonna say she's more entertaining in UFC when she's super duper? See, the both of y'all come off as haters. I ain't gonna front.
Why not? She not more entertaining in
So I get it. So what's entertaining to you is to see the queen lose.
No.
Oh, so how is it entertaining?
I want her to beat Amanda Nunes. Remember, I bought her pay-per-view. Y'all didn't buy her.
I guess, man. I guess the only argument that I could see logically for you in this is that, you know, you're saying you want to see her move to MMA because she's already done all she could do in the sport. There's no challenges for her. If that's how you feel, which I don't think you should, you know, I don't know what he's talking about. Give Raquel Miller a shot. You know, this is heavyweight female boxing. 175 is heavyweight, or 176, not 200, what he's talking about. So, you know, give Raquel Miller a shot. Shadeja Green could get a shot. Franchon Cruz deserves her rematch. That could be a trilogy if she wins. I don't think it's time to retire and move on to another sport where you're not as good just to please haters that want to see you lose so they could talk about you losing? That's all that is. That's all that
No,
sound like.
you a businessman, Ness. UFC will give Clarissa Shields a bigger bag.
I don't know that is true. I don't know. I mean, I don't follow that sport, so I don't even know if they women get paid well. But I do know that they men don't get paid well. So hard for me to believe your statement. She already said in her last tweets we covered, she been making $1 million. She was the first female to make $1 million. How many UFC fighters, Johnny, making $1 million? And how many female UFC fighters making $1 million?
Let me
Zero.
see. We got a fact check.
I didn't think the answer was zero because, again, I don't follow that sport, bro.
I'm not a
I
UFC
don't care
guy.
about that sport.
If your name is not Conor McGregor, who are some of the big names? And I don't even think Conor McGregor is fighting anymore, but I don't watch UFC like that. Alex Pereira.
What day
Maybe
is that? You said that pro box. I mean that box lab is this Friday or this Saturday?
That's Friday. Friday
This
the 18th.
Friday. Damn.
Yeah.
So
Bro, I was supposed
AI
to be out there, bro. What AI say?
AI says Amanda Nunes earned $450,000 for her fight against versus Felicia Spencer. She received $42,000 in promotional
Just
compliance.
look for her biggest payday. Save us the
No,
backstory
she's
on her.
received $2,428,500 in disclosed earnings throughout her career. Amanda Nunes.
So that goes to show that Clarissa's richer. She only made $2 million in her life, bro. Then deduct the taxes and the percentages of the promoters and the managers. Like, please, bro. Clarissa doing way better than her. I'm pretty sure Clarissa banked over $1 million just for the Marshall fight. She with all the belts and I had to strategically give you a belt. Like, all that had to cost money. All that costed money.
Oh, yo, Tone, if Ronda Rousey wasn't making $1 million per fight over there, then nobody was. Nobody is.
Again,
She was the most
Tone,
popular.
listen,
Check that out.
Tone and other people, they just don't like her. And I get it. She rubs certain people the wrong way, but you know, she don't need to go to no MMA. She ain't gonna gain nothing from MMA.
Oh shit! Ronda Rousey made $3 million against Amanda Nunes in 2016.
That's good. One girl. You know, we got a Floyd too. You see what I'm saying? Like, for everything you got, we gonna have an answer. You bringing up one female.
Okay, so now
female. Just like I can turn around and say, yo, but everybody ain't Floyd, Tone. Not even Canelo ended up being Floyd.
Has
Canelo
Clarissa made $3 million?
Say that again.
Has she made $3 million, Clarissa?
Yeah, I said she made 3. Why not? Like,
which fight?
Coming out
She
the
only made
Olympics. You talking about a 2-time gold medalist. You know, I would say for the Christina Hammer fight, that was a big fight. That could have been close to $1 million. That was what?
$3 million.
Huh?
It wasn't no $3 million.
No.
And
I thought we were talking about total. You talking about in one fight?
That's what I thought you were talking about. Totality.
No, but I already answered that. That don't matter because that's like calling her Floyd. There's only one girl that's gonna do that much. You know what I'm saying? There's not a bunch of Rouseys. Where they at? Because even I seen highlights of Rousey, like I seen highlights of Conor. You know, those are names, superstars in their sport.
You're not seeing the vision. Now, Ronda Rousey started out as just a regular person. Clarissa has clout. So you mean to tell me Clarissa can't parlay and get a big UFC fight, then parlay to get that big WWE bag where the women in the WWE is catching bags? Clarissa, like you said, global.
Yo, you need to reach out to Mark Taffet, get you an interview with Mark, and see can you become his protege. Go up under him and maybe Clarissa start making you her junior manager or something. Because Mark Taffet is the guy to talk to. He's the one that runs that career, and They've been doing their independent thing for a while, man. Actually, I'm gonna pull up my Mark Taffet interview and send it to you so you could just see his mindset.
Yeah, because Clarissa has a personality for WWE. I think she could. I think they could sell
This
some
was
pay
a
per
damn
views
good
off of.
interview.
Is
Okay.
is Ronda Rousey still fighting in the
Look at
WWE?
this. Look at this camera,
Absolutely.
bro.
Mm.
We
So you talking about a future fight with Ronda Rousey at a
look how clean
WrestleMania?
that was.
Yes, huge. That's what I'm saying.
That shit will be big though, Ness.
What? Bro, he
If she was to
Ronda,
dreaming.
fight
Somehow
Ronda
you gonna
Rousey
get
at
Ronda
WrestleMania,
Rousey. Somehow he's gonna get Ronda Rousey to fight Clarissa. Please. This is Mark Taffet right there. That's Clarissa's manager. So Tone, I'm gonna send you this so you could do your research and then you decide, man, if you think you could work with him and take Clarissa to that next level.
yeah, they got to. You see Devin Haney talking about he about to make money being the villain. 2 years ago, I called into the show as a caller, and you told Bill Haney what I said, and Bill like, nah, we don't want to be the villain. I've been seeing the vision, bro. When you a boring boxer, you got to become the villain. If you not knocking niggas out, you got to become the villain, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I said that too, where he got to be telling them, knock me out. Then you gotta turn it on them,
Right.
But he, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. See what happens. We got Mr. Perfect. What up?
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, man. I don't know why y'all keep listening to this punch drunk lame ass nigga. That nigga is not credible. Didn't Bill hold that nigga the next day when he told the nigga to bring T.O.
Bro,
back
you
on the
know,
show?
you know, you know who did it? Tone. Why would Tone bring it up? Cause he got an issue with Clarissa.
Man, that's
He
Tone,
like
bro.
light
Tone
skinned
can do that,
girls.
bro. He can do that, bro. Punch drunk don't got credibility to do that. So get the fuck up out of here. And Amanda don't fuck with him. Ain't that nigga Puerto Rican? That's why he be doing that bull. Like, get the fuck
What
on
you
with that
mean
shit, bro.
Amanda don't fuck with him? He be
He
in the
did.
camp with
Bro,
her.
T.O. don't fuck with him. Like, the nigga is
He
lame,
just
bro.
had
He say he
T.O.
fuck with
He
people that
just
don't
bro,
fuck with him,
he
bro.
just had T.O. on his show. You tripping right
he
now.
was
Yeah, okay,
he
and
was
that's good
holding
T.O. Like,
T.O.'s
but where
belt in that
T.O.
press
come
conference.
first? To the boxing boys, bro. Like, stop. And without Punch Drunk, lame ass. Because we'd already pulled his card to come on. Bill told him to come on the show the next day with T.O. His lame ass didn't. Like, get that lying ass, not credible old clickbait ass nigga up out of here, bro. Like, get the fuck on. And she don't need Jake Paul. It would enhance her, but she don't need it, bro. She built her own shit. That's like saying, Tone on TBV, and then Showbiz lame ass call you. Talking about get on his show. Like, get the fuck on, bro. We making our own stamp, making our own name. But Jake Paul is a big, he big, bro. So I understand it, but she don't need him, bro. Amanda bum ass needed him, as you can see. She wasn't doing shit without him. She wasn't doing shit without him. So yeah, man. Like this ain't look. She about to retire on a 3-fight losing streak.
Damn, why she gotta be a B word though?
I
That's
said
nasty.
that. I
Yeah.
take that back. I ain't mean to say that. I said that.
You said the bitch about to retire on a 3-fight losing streak.
Oh my fault. I ain't mean to say that. I apologize for that. But she about to retire on a 3-fight losing streak, bro. Ain't did nothing in the sport of boxing without Jake Paul. Big time boxing Detroit.
We out.
Damn, that might be true.
Treese, King Counter.
T.O. do be fucking with Punch, bro. And Senior, bro. He had Senior on the other night, bro. He was lit.
Yow.
You.
What up, though? What up, though? Yeah, Two Tone. I would chuckle too. Don't turn away. It's okay. I heard you disparaging my girl, man, Clarissa, man. You see, this the type of shit that I be talking about. You get on here and you be disrespecting the queen of the Midwest Mafia. You talking this Ronda Rousey bullshit. I hope Ness got that message or something. Read that for the people if possible. Here, nor maybe later, it don't matter. But you see, these motherfuckers go over there to join MVP and shit like this. It takes 50 of them to equal one of us, my nigga. Like, I don't know if you just saw the fucking picture that they took over there with the MVP and all the girls that they signed. Well, all the women that they signed. You feel me?
Bruh, what's going on with you and Mr. Perfect that y'all making it a us against Clarissa thing? Y'all weird. Y'all moving weird.
Nah, we not weird. Y'all weird, my nigga.
Yes.
Y'all need to put some respect on on Clarissa, my nigga.
No.
Y'all get up here and y'all talk this bullshit and y'all act like that she need motherfuckers like she not great, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all act like motherfuckers is doing what she doing out here. Ain't nobody doing what she doing in women's boxing, bro.
First of all, when Tone says that she fumbled the Jake bag, he ain't lying. When Tone says that she need Jake, he ain't lying, because no women been on Netflix until Jake. It's just the bottom line. You could tell me what Clarissa did until you turn blue. She ain't never been on Netflix.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, well then that's your problem.
They wasn't on.
We care.
They wasn't on.
You know
ESPN.
why we care? Because
they wasn't on Showtime. They don't. They never had a movie about their fucking life, bro. I don't care. They don't have 2 gold medals. They haven't undisputed 3 divisions, my nigga.
Man.
Come on, like we gotta stop the bullshit, bro. Like it's okay. It's okay.
Listen to what you said.
It's okay.
They like y'all sound fucking weird, bro. Like, for
no,
real.
You sound fucking weird, my nigga.
If y'all obsessed, go fucking build a shrine. Go light some candles, man.
We have, my nigga, and I pray to it every day, nigga. And I pray to it every day, nigga. And so what, nigga? And so what, nigga? You won't make me feel bad for loving my fighter, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Shout out to Clarissa, nigga. She's the best out here. She's the best women's fighter on the planet, nigga. I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about, nigga.
Let her be the best.
She don't, and that's cool. And she don't need Jake, my nigga.
Stop bringing up other women, then.
No, they bring up Clarissa, and it's cool. So it's cool for them. It's cool for them to talk about her, but you can't. So when she responds, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
You calling in to talk about what Tone's saying instead of talking about Clarissa and doing the same thing.
I literally just ran down her accolades, but I'm not talking about Clarissa. You cutting me off. If you stop talking while I'm talking, then we'll be all right. All I'm trying to tell you is that motherfuckers don't need. All I'm trying to tell you is that we don't need Jake Paul.
Gang banging. That's all y'all talking about.
Ain't nobody talking. See, that's the shit I'm saying. Ain't nobody talking about a gang bang. It takes 50 of them to equal. It takes 50 of them.
And what that sound like? What's that sound like? What that sound like?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what it sounds like. Excuse me.
You diminishing women that ain't got nothing to do with
this. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It ain't about them. This about my fighter. See, that's the problem with you niggas. See, you don't know how to be. That's the problem with you niggas. You worrying about the landscape. You worrying about the landscape. I'm trying to. I don't give a fuck about the landscape when Clarissa is the sun.
Crashing out over a woman that don't even fucking know
days. I don't give a fuck. Cool. I'm crashing out over a woman who don't. That's cool. Cool. Shout out to you. Whatever. Bye. All right, cool. But what I want to say is Clarissa's the best women's fighter on the planet. I don't give a fuck about anything you're saying. You feel me? She's undisputed 3 divisions. You feel me? We would like to see a motherfucker like Shadaza Green build herself up and possibly get that fight, because we'll let her knock her shit loose in New York. That would be awesome. Awesome platform for my fighter to get her shine on. You feel me? I would like to see Alicia Bumgarner, you feel me, do her thing, build her fight. I would like to see her get a rematch with Michaela Mayer, possibly. You see me? That'd be a good fight. I know my girl O'Shea Jones is out here. Oh my day. My
man wants to keep talking about MVP fighters, man. Get their name out your fucking mouth. Why y'all fucking hating?
I'm talking about women's. I'm talking about women's boxing. Your man Jake Paul trying to have.
You just said 50 of them versus one of us. Now you want to talk about them.
And it do. It takes 50 of them to equal one of us. That's cool.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Can I get my call again? Can I get my call again?
Talk about Clarissa. Stop worrying about MVP.
Can I get my call again? Can I get my call again? MVP. All I want to say is, like I say, man, and I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I stand on it. Take 50 of them to equal one of us. If you see the picture that they posted on MVP with all the new sign, excuse me, with all the new sign, excuse me, with all the new signees that they had to MVP, and if you seen all the women's fighters and they brought out all their straps, it's crazy to think like, damn, all those straps that all those women had, they still don't equal all the straps that Clarissa has by herself.
Yo,
Damn.
you
Plus,
are so threatened. You are so threatened, man.
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ.
On top of 2 gold medals, on top of all those straps, I said, damn, that's crazy. Clarissa has done a lot out here. That's impressive. Like, damn, who am I to not be impressed with that? Like, damn. Shout out to Gabriella Fundora, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, she's an undisputed champion. I'm proud to have Charles Conwell understand, like, this is an undisputed champion. You feel me? This is a huge platform. You feel me? And it's crazy. She's the youngest undisputed champion. You feel me? In boxing, male or female. Shout out Gabriella Fundora. Charles Conwell on the undercard of that this weekend. You feel me? Who am I to disparage a great champion like that? You see me? But it's like, man, Clarissa Shields, you the GOAT. You really are the GOAT. I see that you got people old and new hating on you. Shout out to Christy Martin and shit. That shit was pretty strange. But shout out to Layla Ali as well. You feel me? I see she won't take the fighting, but it's crazy. Like Ness, I see that you would encourage that fight, but you would encourage the Pacquiao and Boots fighting shit like that. But it's cool for Clarissa. But it's cool for Clarissa to take a fight like that. But we don't want Boots to take a fight like that.
Nope.
And considering that they're roughly the same age and shit like that is wild.
Because women's boxing is less competition than men's boxing.
Whoa. See, that sounds
disparaging. Clarissa
I don't know
needs that.
Say that again?
Boots don't need that. Clarissa need that.
Nah, Boots need the fuck out of that. Boots need the fuck out of a Pacquiao. We don't need a Layla Ali, but it would help. Like a motherfucker said, ain't nothing wrong with enhancements. We doing our thing around here, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hell yeah,
but
Trish emotional.
Hey, and that's okay, man. Hit the Kendrick Lamar if you need to. But shout out to Clarissa Shields, you feel me? The greatest women's boxer on the planet. Shout out Albert Bell, who will be on the hangout spot tomorrow at 9 p.m. And I can't wait to see him. Get y'all questions in to my nigga Johnny, man. Get them questions in.
Mr. Perfect was right, man. I mean, Mr. Perfect was wrong, right?
Shout out Charles Conwell this weekend.
That's the bell, player. We gotta go. We good off that Clarissa talk. Mr. Perfect was wrong, right? He's like, oh, they talk about Clarissa, you know, they don't need to be talking about we don't need no Jake Paul. And it's like, so why are we ganging up on everybody that Jake Paul signed then? You know, you said that Punch wasn't right and we shouldn't be talking about what he said, but his tweet, if I'm correct, based off what Tone said, was specifically saying that Jake Paul is promoting women's boxing and unity, and Clarissa's trying to gangbang against that.
Right.
And so are you now. Like, her energy is trickled down into Treese and Mr. Perfect. Now they both talking about us against them. When there's only one promoter in the whole sport of boxing that is even signing women at this rate. You know what I'm saying? But now we making it a us against them thing just because Clarissa's not with Jake Paul. I don't get it, bro. These dudes, and let's be real, this is all about colorism, racism. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Because if Jake was black, y'all be treating him different. Because ain't nobody doing what he doing. Now, here goes more proof of what I'm speaking of. Here goes Ellie Scottney, right? She DM'd Jake.
Yeah.
She DM'd Jake a year ago. Today she signed to Jake. She thought she'd never see she thought he'd never see the DM. But all of a sudden, she signed to Jake. But we just hating on one dude and every female he signed because Clarissa is beefing with the company's owner and Jake. And some of the females that signed to the company also have issues with Clarissa. Shadeja, Alicia, that's it from what I know. But I guess that's too much. So now we got to shit on Jake, shit on MVP, us against them, 50 of them. All they belts don't amount to what she did. Like, you guys are so threatened. It's so sad. So sad, bro. You really got to find Jesus, man. Because you out here making a complete fool of yourself as a grown adult, crashing out, disrespecting 50 women over one. It's crazy and nasty. Jorge, what up?
Tone, you see what you done started, Tone?
Man, I've always held the position. I've always held the position that if Clarissa got with Jake Paul, she would be bigger than Serena Williams. But people don't even want to. They just take that out the equation. How I want her to be the greatest female athlete of all time. How I'm tired of going to the ESPYs. Then they don't have Clarissa shining like that with all those accolades. And you got somebody who's a vehicle for women's boxing. Jake Paul is a vehicle for women's boxing right now, using his clout and popularity. Come on, man. That makes you look like a hater. That makes you look like a hater, bro. And let's be real. Nobody care about women boxing. I can walk down the street right now and ask who's the women boxing. They're not going to know. Jake is building the sport. This is a reset, bro. And we ain't got to quote with the reset. Now she beefing with the reset over narcissism. Come on, bro. Nasty, bro. Nasty. Jorge.
Not there.
Then we in a generation where you can't have shame. Oh, everything got to have an excuse for it. So now she don't need Jake Paul. She don't need Jake Paul. But y'all not understanding, she only got on Shade Room and the blogs because she's looked at as a home wrecker. Them sites wasn't posting no Clarissa Shields for them fucking belts, for them fucking titles. They started posting her because she got some messy shit with Papoose and Remy Ma, but y'all not seeing the fucking vision.
They know
Where
it,
was
but they
all-
don't care because all publicity is good publicity. Damian Clark, $10. Amanda never made no money until MVP. So 4 fights. I mean, since we was looking up Ronda Rousey and asking, has Clarissa ever made $3 million? Has she ever made 6? Because that's what Amanda made, right?
Oh,
What,
shit.
in one fight?
She the highest.
In one fight?
Yeah.
Amanda's the highest paid ever. Female athlete.
That's what I'm saying. Making it this them against them is weird. Like, let those girls do that. Grown ass men calling in to say, Clarissa make more money than Amanda. Oh no, she don't, girl. It's Shadeja making more money. Nah, Alicia popping more. Her lip gloss is hot. Y'all fucking a nasty mess. Teresa and Mr. Perfect need to stop this shit. Y'all grown ass men. Y'all looking weird. This don't make no fucking sense. Shitting on one girl to big up another girl. That shit is weird fucking energy. Damian back with another 10. Might be a couple more fights than that. And he's still talking about Amanda's purse. He said, back with another 10. 4-time undisputed, 3-division undisputed champion. And Mr. Perfect with a counter. Let me drop a bomb for my man Damian. I don't know, man. That shit don't make no sense.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Clarissa, she got a lot of popularity right now within the culture. The culture is recognizing her right now. And I don't like how the culture's recognize her as, well, maybe she just got to fight. She got to fight.
For sure.
Because her last fight, they posted her where she dropped homegirl. And her next fight, if she does something good, they're gonna post that. They're gonna post her way in. They're gonna post her walking in with Papoose. But I'm just saying, with Jake Paul, that's magnetized, and she's going to be getting paid what she deserves to be paid as the highest female athlete. Like Clarissa deserves to be the highest female paid athlete. But y'all not seeing that though. Y'all saying, why she need to go to Jake Paul and keep fighting in an arena where we get contact high off Reggie?
Let's go. They ain't as bad as me, trash to me, not as fast as me. That little money that you bragging about ain't a bag to me. Tried to lie and say I smoke weed, yeah, that's cap to me. I don't smoke weed, I smoke bitches, they a pack to me. Growing up in Flint, it was rough, ain't had no food to eat. Had to fight my way out the ghetto, now I'm on my feet. By the time I turned 17, they couldn't stop me. Told them I'm the GOAT, I'm the female.
Shout out to Treese. That was courtesy of Treese. We got Bless 1LA, $2. Caller just negative at life. Crying out loud. 619 Kylie Factor, $2. A Osterine Ryan is a dangerous Ryan. Crying out loud emoji. Jerry Soriano, $2. Y'all sleeping on Dominican Keyshawn in his toughest fight. Okay, I guess he meant Edwin. Jerry with another 2. The hangout spot. That's you in the intro with Ness. Celebration emoji. Marcus Walker, welcome to the prospect level. Salute.
I ain't noticed that.
Sony Woods, $5. On a lighter note for a sec, Ness, so far, who's better, the original backcall MCs or the new MCs in the past month? Definitely New York Bullet got skills and Tone got skills. They belong. We got Counterpunch, H-Town, Chico, $5. She ain't Caitlin Clark, let alone Angel Reese type of level, Two-Tone. We don't care about a quote with a flop movie. Mr. Perfect Counterpunch.
Like, I think Clarissa's more skilled at boxing than Angel Reese is at basketball. But Caitlin Clark is like way more skilled in her profession than Clarissa is. Like Caitlin Clark is just it's another level, bro. It's another level.
Counter. Mr. Perfect. H-Town, counter.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, whenever Tree starts going off about Clarissa and all this bull crap, just tell him, how many Hall of Famers has she fought?
I mean, it don't matter. She's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Clarissa Shields is the Harlem Globetrotters, dog. She's beating the Generals over and over.
If that was true, there'd be other women that did it, bro.
Bro.
Layla Ali didn't do it. Christy Martin didn't do it.
Yeah, but that's at a time that
Mia St. John ain't do it.
Hey, women's boxing has zero support.
Sanisha Estrada, she's Mexican. She ain't do it. Isak Cruz ain't do it.
You know, these last 10, 15 years, they pushed women's sports to the forefront. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but if it was easy, everyone would do it, and they not.
Yeah, but all this stuff wasn't available back then, man. They didn't have all this money and stuff.
It is now, and we don't see the women doing it. Sanisa Estrada retired, and in an interview said $1 million would bring her back when Amanda, Katie, and Clarissa are bragging about making $1 million. Even my own girl Shadeja talking about, come get your biggest bag with us.
Yeah, but what we're seeing right now in women's boxing is it's the beginning of the future, you know, with all these girls now. It's just that this time, you know.
Again, you changing it. You said she's the Harlem Globetrotters, like if anybody could do it. That's not true, because Katie ain't done it.
Hey, yeah, but the Harlem Globetrotters were around basketball before basketball became what it is today.
My brother, Katie ain't do what she did. Katie had a bigger promoter with a bigger network and didn't do what Clarissa did.
But who's got the money? Like, who's been getting paid? Who's been getting on TV? Who's been getting deals?
Both.
No, to keep it real, Clarissa. But H-Town, you got to think, Clarissa's Netflix special boosted her popularity.
Yeah, but Clarissa just doesn't have the competition because she's a bigger girl, man. It is what it is. She could be mad at the world, but She said it herself. I could make 47. I just don't want to because I don't want to lose my ass. That's what she said. She said she could make 47 if
Nothing
she
wrong with
wanted to.
that. Nothing wrong with that. Nobody wants
Yep.
her to lose that.
Yeah, but she can't be mad at these other girls for getting popularity when she refuses to lose the weight, to compete.
But she's competing
I
in how
mean,
many
Yo,
divisions?
she's fighting. What
yo,
the last opponent was
Mr.
45
Perfect, you
years
better
old?
wait, motherfucker. You know it ain't your turn.
Yo, but Ness, her last opponent was what, 42
yo.
years old?
Yeah,
You
42.
know? I mean, come on, man. Like, let's be real. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say she needs to lose it. That's her choice. But she's making a choice and she's crying about her choice.
Like it's your turn.
You know?
But it's not your turn.
I hear you, but I don't feel you. Yeah, I hear niggas,
Yo.
but I just don't feel them. Mr. Perfect, we hear you saying yo 1,000 times, just like you hear him having
And
his call.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm trying to have it. I know. I'm trying to get connected. I ain't been connected. You know what I'm saying? I
All
was just
right,
trying.
but why would you say yo during his call, though?
Oh, I ain't hear him talking on the Discord. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I swear, bro.
Oh, shit.
I seen him go out, and I seen me, so that's why I unmuted and shit. But yeah, ain't nobody horn Jake Paul. I fuck with Jake Paul. Who horn Jake Paul?
You and Trees talking about us against them.
No, I didn't say no us against them, nigga. I never said no us against them. I said why? That's like two-tone going over the show business with you. You already on this show building your shit. She built Salida. Why the fuck would she leave Salida? She built Salida.
Champ.
She made Salida shine franchise cruise. Why would you go over? That's
You know why?
That's
You know why? Ask yourself why Floyd left fucking HBO for Showtime. Was HBO?
It was bigger bag, bro. But that's Floyd. You talking about Floyd?
Exactly.
You talking
Bigger
about
bag,
Floyd,
bigger
bro.
bag, bigger
See,
bag.
that's what I'm saying.
Bigger
So money
bag.
can so you can be bought.
You could be bought. Man, it's prize
So
fighting.
no,
If
nigga,
you don't get
can
the
you
fuck
be
out of
bought,
here,
nigga?
this
Can you
prize
be bought,
fighting.
nigga?
This prize fighting. It's prize
Can
fighting.
you be bought,
It's
nigga?
prize fighting.
Can you be bought,
I'm
nigga?
not a
You can be
fighter.
bought, huh?
I'm not a
You're not
fighter.
credible.
I'm
You're
not a
not credible.
fighter. A
If you can
fighter
be
can be
bought,
bought.
you're not
A
credible.
fighter could be
Why the
bought.
fuck you
A
make her
fighter could be
own
bought.
bag?
Another
Her
emotional
own
motherfucker.
thing.
These dudes is emotional, bro. They don't even want to
I
listen
don't
to
have no
logic.
problem with Jake Paul.
You
You
have a
trying to tell
problem.
her
You
to
have a
say
problem.
fuck who she
You
built
have a
with,
problem.
who gave her a
You
chance
mad?
of signing.
You mad? I
Fuck
brought up
building with
Floyd.
her.
You mad? I brought up Floyd,
No,
which
nigga,
is the
you not
same
listening.
fucking
You trying to do
situation.
unloyal shit,
No,
nigga.
no, same fucking
You trying to do
situation.
unloyal shit,
Floyd
nigga.
left HBO. Get the fuck out of here.
Floyd was talking about the money,
Fuck
nigga.
out of here. Nobody give a fuck
Floyd
what you
was talking
talking
about
about.
the
We
money.
talking facts. You talking
Clarissa don't
emotional
need
shit.
the fucking money,
Oh, now
nigga.
she don't need the money.
Fuck is you
Look
talking
at
about,
these.
nigga?
You's a fucking crash out. Now
Fuck is
she
you talking
now
about?
she in a
And y'all
sport.
saying her
Now
movie
she in
flop
a
when it
sport.
didn't.
Now she in a
I
sport
know
that
that's
she don't
tone
need the
roll.
money.
I know that's tone roll. But
Now
the
she in a
movie didn't
now
flop.
she in a sport that she don't need the money. Check this guy out. Hilarious. These dudes is
She's making a
man.
fucking $1 million, bro. More than every woman in the sport.
You the
Amanda
type of
just started making that with Jake Paul.
you
That saved her
dudes.
fucking life.
You and
What are you
Trees.
talking about?
You and Trees go sniff her chair after she
You know,
fart,
hey,
man.
look.
Yes, y'all type of
Amanda
niggas.
wouldn't have got the Katie fight without Jake Paul, bro. Fact. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Bitch. Oh, dog. I apologize for saying the word, bro. But this is what I'm saying.
Look, hating on Amanda, calling her B words. These motherfuckers can't
Nah,
hold their
bro,
emotions
you
in.
on some bullshit. I
They
ain't mean to
hating
say
on
that,
her.
bro. Record
What
scratch that.
Amanda do?
Record scratch.
What Amanda do?
Record scratch.
Y'all hate Amanda just
Record
because
scratch.
Clarissa hate Amanda.
Cause
Y'all the
y'all
biggest
praising this
fans.
girl. She ain't
Y'all
did
beehives. Y'all beehives,
Y'all
man.
praising this
Y'all
girl that ain't
beehives.
did shit.
Y'all
But hang
beehives, man.
on Jake Paul coattail.
Y'all niggas is
Like, come on.
beehives. Grown ass men
She can't
acting like fucking
sell out shit
Beyonce
herself.
fans.
She can't sell out shit herself.
Look,
Tell her.
now we
without
talking
Jake Paul,
about another
sell
girl.
out.
Now we talking about another
Tell her.
girl.
Without Jake
Hey,
Paul,
Lord have
sell out.
mercy,
Don't
man.
make a name for yourself without Jake Paul. Clarissa did that, nigga. She don't need no fucking Jake Paul, nigga. But shout out Jake Paul, putting on for women's boxing.
Guess who made a name for himself without Bob Arum? Floyd.
Guess who made a name without herself, without nobody, nigga?
But guess what he did after that? He still
Fuck
left
wrong with y'all
HBO.
niggas, man.
He still left
bro.
HBO.
Like I said, she made her name.
Crash
Amanda
out.
needed
Crash
backing.
out.
Amanda
Crash
so
out.
ass, she
Crash
needed
out.
backing.
Crash out.
She needed backing.
Crash out.
Clarissa need no backing, bro.
Crash out.
You don't need no
Crash
backing, bro. Like,
out.
stop.
Crash out.
Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to
Crash
T.O.
out.
Brown. Shout out to
Crash
Metcalf.
out.
Shout out to all.
Peace. Let me remind, I gotta go. Peace. Let me remind this motherfucker. He said, Clarissa didn't need no backing. Maybe he need to go, this is my keyboard. Maybe he need to go to Twitter and go check those tweets. Tone, I'm sure you got him as a, official Clarissa hater. Do you got them tweets where she's like, oh, I'm from Michigan, and Floyd, he don't never back me. He don't support me. I don't know why. He was big, bruh. So let's stop acting like she don't need the support from nobody, and let's not act like she didn't also get mad that Floyd didn't sign her, and instead Floyd signed her nemesis. Oh, let's not act like that also wasn't a topic of conversation. So stop lying. But like I said, I know it went you ain't hear it because, you was too busy crashing out. But you and Treese, y'all sounding like the type of dudes that if Clarissa fart on a chair, y'all running to go smell it, man. Y'all running to go sniff the fucking seat, man. No, they going too far. You calling another boxer a bitch just because you're crashing out over bro, you're a beehive. You a Beyonce fan for Clarissa on a podcast with 96.4% male? Like, this shit is weird, bro. Like, I never seen no shit like this. Niggas about to buy her new lip gloss brand. Shit crazy. You like, nah, I was buying the lip gloss brand for my sister. Nah, bro, y'all got to chill with this shit. Y'all acting real weird. But look, I got to go take this walk, man. Nest GTO, Instagram, man. Twitter, also known as X. I got Damien with another 10. I'm talking to Tone hating ass, not no girl banter. Yeah, it be Tone too. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Perfect and Treese, so gullible. Tone comes in hating on Clarissa, and they call in hating on Amanda. They call in hating on Shadeja.
Kendrick and Drake.
It don't make no sense. Come at Tone. Amanda ain't did shit. Oh, she ain't did shit. She needed backing from Jake. She ain't had no backing until she got Jake. Oh, another dude super chat. Well, Amanda ain't even make money until she got with Jake. Bro, what Amanda got to do with Tone hating on Clarissa? Y'all deflecting. As grown-ass men, y'all acting catty, talking about women. Think about what you're doing. I'm trying to save you from your own actions, man. You're grown men acting catty about a woman, so you're talking about another woman in defense of her. This is nasty work. Go to sleep. Hopefully tomorrow you wake up better men. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter, where they can find y'all, gentlemen.
Yo, y'all can find me at the hangout spot on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. I'm trying to get to 2,000, baby.
Man, you almost there. I was at your live yesterday. You had 1,700.
Yeah, man. I'm moving. I said I'm almost. Yeah, I'm almost there, man. We getting a lot of traction. Some good interviews this week. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe.
Yeah, man. Big Albert Bell interview tomorrow. Make sure y'all follow me on Two Tone Superstar at YouTube and IG, man. Check out the live, man. It was lit, big.
Yeah, I gotta check it out, man. But you be going on like you don't give no notice. I gotta put my notifications on for you, man.
No, I'm 3 o'clock now. I'm 6.
Okay. So you good?
Yeah, I'm at 3 p.m. now.
Oh, okay. All right.
3 p.m.
All right. Peace.
Hey.